Uh, Lance, can you check the channel and see if you see anything? Okay. All right. I think I'm live now on YouTube.
I see WWE Live Backlash 2017 chat and reaction.
Okay. So use the URL below in a CLO browser. So wait, I would have to. Wait. So let me go to copy. Wait, let me go to this. I think it would be like something with browser in it. I would think browser source.
You're on.
Wait, say that again.
You are on.
Okay. All right. So now we know it works.
Yeah.
All right. So all right, let me click OK for that. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to move the browser source. Like maybe right here. Maybe. Hey, Lance, put something in the chat. I want to see if it pops up on here. Kind of flying by the seat of our pants here with this. I see that, Lance, and I hate you. But what that? Well, I'm trying to talk and think. I know it's hard for me to do. So now we know that whenever someone chants something in the chat room, it'll actually pop up on the OBS thing.
Yeah.
So let me go to www.com just to get a graphic of Backlash to put on the stream because I think that would look just a teeny bit better than WWE just went full scale Backlash right near my face. I think I need to see Shinsuke Nakamura's crotch in my face. Um,
Shinsuke Nakamura.
let me see. I'm trying to get a good graphic of it. What can I use? Maybe, maybe, all right, maybe this. Maybe it's a, it's a. All right, let me see. It's a PNG image. All right, so that's being downloaded. Lance, you want to let everybody else know that we're going to be hanging out on Skype? And so far, it doesn't appear that anything is. Let's see. Add image. Go to browse. All right, let's save it to the desktop. Will it work for a PNG? Oh, so that's how it's going to work as a PNG. Okay. So it's just going to give me the logo. So where would I put the logo? I don't know, Lance. What do you think?
Kind of over the chat area, maybe. Up just a hair.
Wait, should I make it bigger?
Yeah.
Like this almost, maybe? You might be a little bit behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, because the actual image on WWE.com has Shinsuke Nakamura in it, and I saved it as a PNG, and it just gives me the logo for it.
Yeah, I think having not that be too busy if we had Nakamura in here too.
Yeah. So can I make this just a little bit bigger then? Where it won't, like, overtake anything? Trying have any of the other guys up?
I'm talking to Rick right now.
Okay. If anything, somebody else is going to have to host the call. I'm not going to be able to. See,
Yeah, I don't. Hang on.
see, is there anything on Streamlabs else that I can put on here? Hey, Rick's calling me. Hey, Rick.
Hey, Billy, what's up?
Hey, I do believe I'm live on my channel right now.
Okay.
I'm on the new computer as well.
Oh, I thought Billy, Lance said we're on Skype, and he said you guys are on Skype call.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm doing a stream, I can't. I don't think it would be a good idea for me to host the call as well.
It's a private call. It's not like a public call.
No, I mean I don't want it to be too taxing on my computer, and then I start losing frames and whatnot.
Okay. All right. Well, right now I'm in pain listening to this fucking Aiden English guy. He can't even save his life. All right.
Lance is asking if you can bring him in.
Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, let me see.
I can hear it.
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. Yeah.
Rick, if you want to take a quick glance over to the channel, I'd be interested to hear what you think.
What?
If you want to like head over to my my YouTube channel and check out what the actual live stream looks like.
Actually, you know what? I'd rather, if we're gonna do Skype and the stream at the same time, it's gonna fuck with it. Because I'm only shooting as it is, so, but thank you, though. Billy, you know Joe, and this is, Joe's friend, IPTV guy.
That's Johnny Perez. He's my former talent agent for the CWA.
Hey,
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Joe, it's been a long time, man.
Yeah, hey Billy, how's it going?
It's going. It's going. I got a new setup I'm working with, and I'm trying to live stream directly from the computer instead of going to Google Hangouts with Skype. So far it seems to be holding up pretty well.
You know what you could do? That's always good, because what I do is I film it and then just upload mine.
And again, I gotta mention this earlier. I already mentioned. Did you catch Booker T, Billy?
No, I've been spending the last 2.5 hours just trying to make heads or tails
Well,
of this.
he was at the he's at the kickoff table, right? And he's way on the end, and the camera is just in line side of him. He's like right on the edge, and you can see him kind of like scratching the side of his nose, and then he starts going in and picking.
Oh,
He went digging, and the camera realized it horrifically. They snapped right over to Renee.
What the hell is wrong with this guy?
So I had to tweet to Booker. I'm like, hey, Booker, great Booker. Not sure if I'm going to get a response on that, but, you know.
you might get blocked.
He's Booger T now.
King Booga. All right, we are with our preview match or play match. I don't even know who these. I know who English is.
Who he's had issues with in the
And
past.
Dillinger is from NXT.
Dillinger got the best of Aiden English, who was after the match. Aiden English was, I don't know how to say it, rather emotional backstage. Yeah, I call it a breakdown, actually.
I'm getting real bad reverb.
Yeah,
It's not for me.
Oh.
I don't even have my network up on my PlayStation. I need to get that like really done quick. Among other things I have to do.
I
Yeah, I'm
don't
watching
think
mine.
because I have it barely where I can barely hear it.
Well, no, what it is some headsets. Some of the headsets, you know, I've noticed you can get a lot. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear mine right now. I got mine and I'm right next to the TV, and it's at like 20 decibels. So, in fact, actually, when we started, like, you know, when Jen came around, we were going to start bringing her into the calls.
Yeah.
She, you know, we needed to get her like a side, microphone, but
Oh God, I remember that.
yeah, and unfortunately, she tried to use a
Echoing.
Skype call, and it just didn't work, unfortunately. But I mean, you know, I would have loved to have her part of the show because I think bringing a woman to the show that has just a fucked up sense of humor as the rest of us would have been great.
Well, as messed up as you guys are, me.
Shook
You
it
know,
up.
we just thought they're like completely, you know, you mean like, well, never mind, forget it.
Hey, wait a minute. Well, Billy, finish this phrase. Shucky ducky.
No.
Booger.
You will not get me to do it.
Do what?
Finish the phrase.
Which is?
The phrase you tried to get me to say. You're not going to get me to do it. Lance,
It's okay. Hey, you know what? It's all right. You know, they all flew up here from the winter, so they're here for the summertime. Don't worry.
Lance, I keep thinking like I should have like a text graphic. I feel like I should shrink Backlash on it and have like a text graphic that says like live chat and reactions.
Yeah. Like, okay, you see where it would kind of line up, where the H would line up with kind of the bottom corner of your image on there.
Yeah, let me try to do that. And by the way, I hate you.
Think you are.
What do you think, Lance? Kind of like that?
I'm waiting for it to come back or show.
I just caught Jen. I just caught what you posted on the Facebook page in the chat with Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. We got Bush. We've got Bush.
Grabbing the arm, there into the top rope has been all Aiden.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, perfect plan by Aiden.
I can add a. Oh, this thing hurts my ear a little bit. I can add a text manually from the
Hold on a second. What?
Never lost. JBL.
What font would be good with that? Impact, maybe? In italic?
Yeah, something in italics. Just so it has that kind of lean to it.
Yeah. I wonder if I'd have to change the color of the text. Because basically the background is, well, if I wonder if it'll let me change the color of the text. Right, let me first put in, like, live
The WWE
chat.
Backlash.
And
Find an opening.
reaction.
Hey, Joe, are you watching the pay-per-view? Or are you still on the game?
I'm watching the pay-per-view. I'm watching English versus Dillinger.
Is it me or is this a dry match?
All their matches are dry. They couldn't even draw. They couldn't even draw a whimper from the audience.
Yeah, look at them. They're just sitting there. I mean, I'm like, this should be like in TNA or something.
Yeah, it's like you get a couple of it, you know, you get a little bit of a reaction, but it's nothing like it used to be.
I mean, Aiden English is just so damn he's drier than breadcrumbs.
Alright, Lance, take a look and tell me what you think. Hey, Joe, if you could head over to my YouTube channel, I would like your opinion as well.
All right, give me a sec. Check out something.
Just wish my base background wasn't black. Is there any way to change that?
What are you using for a video? What are you using for an image editor?
OBS Studios.
Then why don't you just go find backgrounds? Just Google texture backgrounds. And you'll find a whole bunch that you can probably use and download and then use that for your background.
I might have something already I can use. Let me check.
You know.
Wait, color source? No, image.
Yeah, this match sucks. Royally.
Which is why I'm not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
You know, I think these two guys just don't work well together.
No,
You know, it's just.
Go ahead.
It's put it like this. These guys are not. Put it like this. These look like the average everyday guys. They have nothing to really get the crowd excited for. It's like English. You've seen him so many times. You know, it's not like he has a great gimmick. You know,
No,
it's another
I
thing just
disagree.
so captivate
I hate that
the
gimmick.
audience.
Nah. That gimmick that he's trying to do now is not working at all with me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
English is your stereotypical tag wrestler who the team got broken up by basically by one dude getting fired, and they don't know what the hell to do with the other guy.
Is the match over for you guys yet?
It is now.
Fitting to be here in a second. I'm guessing. Yeah, it's over.
I'm glad it's over. Horrible match.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing. But even still, there are rumors that would try to put Aiden English over to give him this huge push, but I think they're realizing that nobody is buying into this gimmick he has. It's terrible. It's absolutely
If it didn't work
horrific.
in NXT, then what made them think it was going to work on the main roster?
Because it's Vince McMahon, damn it.
And that guy with the 10, Dillinger,
Yeah.
yeah, that sucks.
He has a lot to work on. I mean, he's not a bad worker, but you know what? Basically, those two are NXT flunkies, if you ask me. They're like,
Dillinger, I see a lot more promise in than I do English.
no, English is not a bad worker. It's just a gimmick.
Yeah, gimmick wise.
Yeah, he's a great worker. When I've seen some great matches, I've seen some bad matches. So, I mean, they're both middle road wrestlers, and they should have stayed down at NXT. You know, then you have the Ascension, where, again, they were huge in NXT, but when they came up, they tried to make them, rehash them as LOD. And when you rehash wrestlers, they never work. Look what's happening with Ziggler. They're trying to make him the next HBK, and it's failed miserably.
Yeah, I mean, if they would have let the Ascension do what the Ascension did in NXT, which is they didn't really have. Yeah, they had a little bit of face paint or whatever, but just give them their cut off T-shirts with the split sides, and just let them beat the living hell out of people. They would have got over.
Yeah,
but made them as. Rick, I believe you coined the term, the LOD demolition crack babies. That's pissed people off or soured them, and then they jobbed them. So, of course, they weren't going to get over.
All right, now what's this all about?
That Eric Raw, what the hell?
The hell did... What the... Oh,
Yeah. Oh my God, no. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought he was going to do a Spider-Man fucking wham. I'm like, no, don't do it. You know what I think they're trying to do? Remember what they did with Luke Gallows at first when he was coming out like that big, dumbass redneck?
Festus.
Yeah,
Thank
Festus.
you. It looks like right now they don't know what to do with him. They should have kept him as a baby. What?
Gallows is so damn glad that Vince does not remember that he was Festus.
Yeah. Well, again, when he went, you know what I mean? When they thanks to CM Punk, they finally, he came out as a better wrestler, and then that's pretty much who he's been since. He's obviously made.
Network. Alex Bomb Network says, I'm live too, LOL, my quality sucks.
Oh. I think what they should have done with Eric Rowan is they should have brought him back as a babyface, and they should have made him and Luke Harper a tag team. Because right now, tag team division is seriously hurting, especially since they have the divisions on both sides, which is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Lance, how is the quality of my stream on your end?
Well, I see a blue screen or a blue Billy, that background. It basically your Backlash thing. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, let me see. I'll be over there in a second. Let me head over. I'm probably not gonna stay in there though.
Yeah.
Because
your camera seems to be working pretty good.
Yeah, it's the built-in one for the computer.
Yeah. I can't tell you because when I'm on Skype, I have no other audio.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks pretty good to me.
All right, live now. I see you chatting. I see the Backlash.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Right now.
I can't believe they gave that Jinder Mahal a title shot.
He's not winning, though. He's not going to win it.
And if he wins it, that's a number one for all the ISS terrorists.
Joe, one thing.
We're live on YouTube.
That and Jinder is Indian, not Arabic.
Yeah.
Okay, so all the convenience store owners will be happy.
Yeah. Well, except for the ones in Quebec, maybe, because that's where he's from.
Thank you. Come again.
Or
You know, that
however,
should be his
yeah.
catchphrase. You know how we have, well, if you smell la 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 what the Rock is cooking, or that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Jinder Mahal's catchphrase should be, thank you, come again.
Or pasty steroids.
You know, I think that would be a mistake because they've tried to make him look like an idiot. You guys remember when he was in three-man band?
Oh God.
Exactly. They're making him serious. You know what? It's a different gimmick, and I think right now it's working.
It's more or less the same gimmick he had when he first came in.
But they're pushing it a lot harder. Before, it was just like, oh, I'm just a character here. There was no real... He didn't get really any attention, though.
Yeah, they need to do it like he's a terrorist, to be in my opinion.
Again, no,
they
because...
can't because
They can't.
because of the fact that one time, remember back Muhammad Hassan?
And he got fired.
Well,
yeah.
And that was an idea from Vince, so...
Yeah, and then when he had they had the druids or the somethings basically take her out like the terror. They didn't get white heat; they got nuclear heat.
You know, I don't know. Like I said, it's a similar gimmick, but they've revamped it. They gave him, a little bit more of, they gave him the tag team guys, the Singh brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty much making them the glorified bodyguards.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right now. Like I said, it's working. Whether he gets the title or not, I'm not still really 100% on it. I'd say it's he might win the match, but not necessarily the title. But
I don't know.
I think he deserves the title run. I don't know what you guys think.
Oh hell no!
Not like an extremely long one, but maybe the next pay-per-view or something. Maybe.
What he needs is a title reign where he wins today. Jack Swagger comes as Mr. USA and beats the piss out of him. The next day starts a feud.
As one,
Swagger's gone.
Yeah, Swagger would have to get re-signed.
Blood Knight wants to know if I'm on you now. No, I'm not.
What's that?
Somebody in the chat room asked me if I was still on you now, and I'm not.
So,
how many times are they going to show this guy and he never shows up?
Nakamura making his debut tonight, Joe.
Yeah, you see? And he better be on it.
Oh, and he's facing Dolph Ziggler. So right there, by proxy, he wins.
Yeah, it's like...
But the one thing I have to respect about Dolph Ziggler, he has no problem being a stepping stone. He even said, he goes, you know what, I don't care. He goes, as long as I get a paycheck and I like the money, I got no problems.
I agree. I agree.
Blood Knight, it's okay, dude. Like I said, I used to be on you now, but they banned me quite a while back. So apparently, I'm too good for them.
What's that?
The You Now website. It used to be like a live streaming website that I used to go on, but not anymore.
A lot of streaming sites aren't that great anymore.
Hey, Billy, are you live now?
Yes.
Yes.
It looks like you're lagging behind.
Well, there is a lag. When you do a stream, there's a good a 5 to 10 second lag. So usually that's when we try doing live shows or even the Hangouts through OBS, I would have to keep that page pretty much closed. That's why I usually didn't mind a moderator who would come in and ask the questions, because when you hear it, all you hear is an echo. And so it never worked for me, and that's pretty much why we never went through the live streams. They worked for a while, but again, I kind of I lost my flavor. So
What's up, Cam Troy?
Hell,
What?
Billy, what the hell? A zombie? What the hell?
It was a little bit of a test alert for Streamlabs for in case anyone subscribes, and it can actually send me an alert for it.
Gotcha.
I'm going to try it one
And
more time.
And Joe, I don't know if you realized that we were getting a shitload of invites
Yes.
from the other page. And the thing is they were like mass. There'd be like 20 of them, and half of them were rogue sites, and other ones were like, created less than 6 months ago. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. And I kept on coming, so I put the note up. Kept on coming, so I just went through and I saw that one person invited 3 people, and I'm like, you know what? He's gone. And then I just went to a few other people that had no picture. So I got rid of 20 people in the chat room. And so far, since I've done that, knock wood, I've yet to get an invite from somebody who has nothing to do with wrestling on their page.
Yeah, somebody's just spamming and just I don't know.
Yeah, and I can't stand that. I mean, I don't want 50,000 people in the room who hates wrestling. I would rather have 900, people who talk about wrestling than anything else.
Glenn,
Yeah.
I can show you again if you want to see it. It's the little test thing I can do. Let me see if I can get my kid brother to help me hook up my PS4. Give me a couple of minutes. Hey, Joe, you remember I have osteoarthritis in my hip, man. It's really hard for me to bend down.
Oh wow, I didn't know that, Billy.
Yeah. All right, so give me a minute.
Here comes Dolph Ziggler.
You know what? It's funny. Darth still gets, a reaction.
Oh yeah. He's still getting pops. I gotta give it to him. Wow.
Darth needs to stay he needs to stay as a baby face.
Who's Ziggler?
Yeah, Ziggler.
No, I like him better as a heel, but
Yeah, he's better as a heel.
the thing is, right now, they need to get rid of, he needs to redefine himself. And he's yet to do that. It's been pretty much the same character rehashed. He needs a major overhaul if he's ever really going to go anywhere. But again, he says, I just want the paycheck. He makes no bones about it. It's not like where other people are like, oh, I'm passionate, I love this, business and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And they're just doing it for the, the PR.
Yeah.
There go John Cena, same thing. John Cena's not going to say, I'm just here for a paycheck. He's going to say, it's in my DNA. I love it. It's what I do. It's my passion. Bullshit. It's a paycheck.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure he likes it to a point because, it's opening other doors for his career, but still. I'm sure there's a point in time where every wrestler's life where they have that passion, but when you get to somewhere in the WWE and you start getting more and more successful, you forget why you started. Look at CM Punk. Same thing. He loved wrestling. He loved Ring of Honor, and he did nothing but praise Ring of Honor even after he left. Went to the WWE, got huge, and when things went south, he didn't go to ROH. He went to fucking UFC where he got his ass kicked.
I have a little different theory on the Punk thing. It's not that he still didn't have that same passion. He just got the WWE just burn it the hell out of him.
Perhaps, but you know what? That's happened with a lot of wrestlers, and when they go elsewhere, they kind of, to me, he's got the Bret Hart syndrome. sour grapes. It's not like, where wrestlers, where it's all they have or all they want and they live their lives in it, and go on. I mean, now I know Joe's going to say something like Jeff Jarrett, Ric Flair, Undertaker, well, Undertaker he's staying, but the point is when they move around, they still love the spotlight.
Yeah.
Punk tried to pretend he didn't like that. Well, he didn't want the spotlight. He didn't want the fans' attention, unless, of course, when they were putting asses in seats and he was getting a big paycheck. He got to that point where he didn't care. He had no real passion anymore. And unfortunately, when you become that big, that's exactly what you lose is passion.
Yeah, I mean,
it's funny. Nakamura is getting a big ovation and a big pop just his entrance.
Well, yeah.
Now watch when they start their match. It's going to be crickets.
I disagree. No, hold on. Let me first and foremost. Nakamura is a phenomenal wrestler.
Yeah, he's a charismatic son of a bitch too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ziggler is a good worker. He can do good spots. It's not his talent that's in question. It's his character. It's his gimmick. That's the only thing that's in question with me. So I think this is going to be a fairly good match.
Just the battle of the entrances. It should be like Nakamura versus Finn Balor as the Demon.
Oh, they have tore the Balor and Nakamura have tore the house down in Japan before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with AJ Styles.
Yeah. Oh, and that Owens and Nakamura have had before.
Oh, Steen, yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of their matches, but I saw AJ Styles and Nakamura, and I'm like, holy shit.
This could, yeah.
Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. But I hope Dolph hasn't taken this to life.
Yeah, they're definitely stretching this out.
World over for WWE, for IWGP.
And they're not piping that in. You can tell they're not piping it in.
Yeah, now they're dry. Yeah, it's dry now. It's going to take at least a couple of minutes for things to heat up. Because they're just doing the wear down moves. They're doing the whole stalemate thing.
Oh, they hadn't even touched yet on my...
Yeah, my side too. They haven't touched.
Oh, okay. Right now they're just doing a stalemate, nothing special.
Yeah. And they...
I'll be right back.
So, Ann, how was the vacation? You don't say. Johnny! Is Nakamura gay?
No, he just has that androgynous thing going on.
I see that. His outfit reminds me a lot of the Great Muta.
Oh, a little bit, maybe.
That much is very well known about him. They are tying up. That all take your first. So many ways. Ryan is that. Stipulated of Shin game not for it. All people are trying to take away the strikes perhaps early on.
All right, so quick pick, guys. Who do we see winning here?
Nakamura.
Nakamura.
Billy?
Hey, Ann, I can't hear you.
I'm back.
Okay. Billy.
I don't know what Billy is, but
Probably rubbing up on Oksana again.
yeah, but
Billy, don't be a hero.
the only way I don't see Ziggler getting a clean win. If you got a heel win, like maybe a count out or something stupid like that, maybe. But I don't think this is going to be a really short feud.
It's just a put over. This is just a put over.
Yeah. Oh no doubt about that. Like I said, Nakamura's already over, and he's going to win this. Let's put it this way. Right now, I'm about 85 to 90% sure he's going to win. You know, 10% is a factor that Ziggler might get a count out or a DQ or whatever, something stupid.
Andy Man, hey Andy Man.
Oh,
son of a bitch! How you doing?
I was just typing in the chat room. This Nakamura, whatever his name is big in Japan, but so's fucking chlamydia.
Oh shit, that's fucked up.
Well, welcome, Andy. It's good to see you.
I wonder who's going to win this, being as they've been pushing Nakamura for the last 6 weeks. Difficult one, WWE. Looks like Dick Ziggler's going to have to play another. Oh, nobody.
Well, you know what the thing is, Andy? Actually, we were talking about that before you came in, and Ziggler said adamantly, he made no bones about it. He goes, I don't care whether I, get 50 wins or if I'm, the stepping stone of the jobber. So long as I like my paycheck, I got no problems.
Yeah, that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Yeah, And that, like I said, he's a good worker. I just, I think his biggest problem is his gimmick. That's his only flaw.
As I've said for the last 5-6 years, at best he's a Brian Pillman. He's a mid-carder at best.
Be right back.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Sometimes they give him a few pushes, only get knocked down, again. So, but this is to put over Nakamura.
Oh, by the way,
Ziggler getting a clean win. Oh. Billy, if you said something, we can't hear you. I heard you kind of say something, but.
Hi, Andy.
Hello, Billy.
Just a quick reminder, we're live on YouTube.
Yeah, I was watching on YouTube because I had a 2-hour sleep before the pay-per-view was on because I felt knackered.
Yeah.
So I missed the pre-show, but I got online when the...
You didn't miss anything, believe me.
Yeah, no, I thought I wouldn't bother.
Oh, wait, you did miss something. I'm sorry, Andy, you did miss something. They're at the kickoff table, right? And Booker T's on the end. And he's just right and say, but I don't think he realizes because he starts kind of rubbing his nose with his thumb, and then he goes to starts digging. He got caught right, and then horrified. Even though he stopped, and they went right to fucking Renee Young. I think they realized, oh shit, he's got a thumb up his nose. So of course I had to tweet Booker specifically. I'm like, Booker picking a booger. I should have put pick a winner.
For some strange reason, I was just thinking that.
Billy, I can't hear you. I hear you. It's like you're like
For some strange reason, I was just thinking what you just said.
Oh, okay. But my point is, we can't hear you. You're very quiet. It's like I don't know if your volume's down or if you're 15 feet away from your microphone.
Well, this bloke's had an interesting match, saying how much they've pushed him, hasn't he, so far? I know he's a good wrestler. I've seen his Japanese stuff, but as I was saying to Lance a couple of weeks ago, Japanese style doesn't work in the UK. Never has done, never will.
No. I don't know, Andy. Have you been watching that the UK brand for WWE or?
Yeah, I watched one. I was that disappointed. I was ashamed to be British, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where they've got these people from, but they're not the best of the Brits by far.
Yeah,
I think they put 600 names in a hat of decent wrestlers, thrown them in the bin, and then just picked 7 people that they actually have never heard of.
So you don't like Pete Dunne?
No,
Why not?
they're all the drizzling shits, all of them.
Pete
Yeah.
Dunne?
Not deserve to be there. None of them are in what you call the major leagues of British wrestling. Not one of them.
Daddy,
Yes.
are you gonna can you charge my headphones?
Yeah, later.
Promise you won't forget.
Just leave them out.
You promise you won't forget?
Yes.
Mommy, do you know my headphones are?
Been able to turn this match around in his favor.
Daddy, where are my headphones?
The great headphone mystery.
Trouble.
Do you promise
Nakamura
you'll
with
find
perhaps
them?
setting up for the reverse exploder. Here's the cover and Dolph. Oh, Dolph got caught. Hard. Dolph didn't expect. Trying to catch him in a triangle. Nakamura. Realize what kind of trouble he was in. Not for the ring positioning. That could have been disastrous for Dolph Ziggler. But that's why Dolph's a veteran. That's exactly what
I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand Tom Phillips as a commentator.
Yeah, I think he's just temp until they find somebody else.
I thought they were supposed to be hiring someone from the House of Hardcore promotion, like Vic something.
He's talking resiliency.
I
Bloodline
don't know.
Bloodline, thanks for stopping by the stream.
Quick Dolph. Just one more time. Dolph able to counter.
Yeah, and I can hear again. Somebody's like, audio, wrestling audio is going off.
That must be mine. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's cool. No worries.
I'm gonna be off again, on again, paying attention to what happens on Backlash because I have some of this paperwork to do.
No worries.
It's kind of my fault because I waited until now because I was going through all the motions of setting all this stuff up.
Well, what I've been doing is, what I did, I'm not doing. I haven't mentioned it yet officially, but the podcast is done. HWI podcasts. My heart's just not in it anymore. So I haven't made the official announcement, but I don't want to tell you guys in person. So, with the exception of maybe, the occasional video log, that's going to be it for me. I'm just going to stay in the chat room and, I could just do my blogs from there.
Oh, wow.
Shoot the shit.
Mm.
By the way, I have another friend who's also named Will. He's not our Bay Area MVP, known as Will, but he's in the chat room right now. What's up, Will? Rick, I'm sorry to hear that you don't feel like doing your show anymore.
It's just, I hate to say it, but it's wrestling itself. And to me, it's entertaining to a point, but not enough to the point where to talk about. I mean, every now and then you get like the special like topics, such as like what happened with Paige. I mean, TNA, we beat TNA into the fucking ground, so not much to talk about there until they either thrive or finally go under.
I think the correct statement is Anthem Sports and Entertainment beat TNA into the ground.
That's more Darling beat it into the ground. They're just putting the dirt on it.
See, I wouldn't go that either way. I think right now, obviously, yes, Anthem now owns it, but I don't think they're fully invested. And I've talked with this about Joe, and I think for them to they're going to be doing road trips this summer. They haven't booked any official dates, but that was the plan. And they've officially merged with Global Force Wrestling again. So I think the biggest problem is that right now they need to get out of Universal Studios. they need to create their own asylum, like a headquarters. And they need to do it somewhere in the middle of East Coast. So people from the South and the North can go there for bigger shows.
Hey, so if you notice with GFW, how big of a percentage, like how big of a stake does Jeff Jarrett have in the promotion now? Like how much control does he have?
I think right now they probably have more of his advisor. I don't think he has the stroke, no pun intended, that he's had in the past. You know.
Chauncey Bullock, what's up, dude?
The Anthem did do one thing right, because we were always saying they need to get away from the letters TNA.
And yeah, they, like I said,
so they got GFW, which at least that's a change for the better.
They have in the UK. It's just called Impact. No mention of TNA whatsoever. It's just all Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, they've officially gotten rid of the initials. Impact. Well, see, and I have no problem with that because I think it's a great thing. But now they need to. I think they need to change the name of the show Impact, because you have Impact Wrestling and Impact. That'd be like, WWE Wrestling and then Raw being just WWE. It doesn't fit.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just started to come on like UK TV, and they don't mention TNA at all. They just say the new wrestling group is in town, Impact.
Yeah. And it's not a bad idea to start off like that, but, it's just...
And to be perfectly honest, they've gone back to the six-sided ring, and they should never have moved away from it. That was their biggest downfall. That was their gimmick.
Oh, not during the initial run of it. I think the initial run of it is what set it apart and made people want to start watching it, and then Hulk Hogan and Bischoff came in and ruined all of that.
Exactly. That's the point we have. I mean, when it was the original six-sided ring, and it was great, and then, of course, you had the originals. And the problem now that they're making, another mistake that they're making, is that Anthem Sports is spending way too much time focusing on the TNA originals that are no longer there. They need to say, you know what, this is the next generation of, Impact superstars. And that's
quit suing talent that want to use gimmicks they created and Anthem didn't have a hand in.
And who really gives a fuck about Brother fucking Nero anyway? So let them have the gimmick.
Well,
let WWE have the gimmick because it was fucking shite on TNA.
I disagree with that one, Andy. But
if you just watch one or two separately, yeah, it makes no sense. But if you watch it from beginning to end, it's kind of it is entertaining. But again,
but there's that, as we all know, there's that many fickle fans, and I'm not going to drop any names, but there's that many fickle fans that think, it'll be fantastic when it comes to the WWE. It won't come to the WWE, and if it does, it'll be watered down to fuck. Look at ECW.
Well, actually,
Vince didn't invent it. Vince won't let it run.
Well, no, actually, right now it's Impact that's not letting it run because they're in a legal dispute because they're saying it was our gimmick.
Yeah, Vince will buy it off and waste a load of money and then water it down like he did ECW.
Actually, from what I heard, they were helping him out, but that was that was on the dirt sheet. So how legitimate that is probably, nil.
Well, Heyman even said that they were getting a little bit of a check from WWE.
Yeah.
There's the surprise of the night. Kinshimura has won. Oh, God, wow. I never saw that coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, I wish you could actually bet on WWE. I wish it was legitimate fighting.
And so Braun Nakamura got a clean pin too.
Oh yeah, of course. If Ziggler had gotten a clean win, the way AJ Styles got a clean win over Cena, then I would have been shocked.
Yeah.
But
and honestly, if Nakamura wasn't the one, they probably would have just been a burial in him.
We all know, Nakamura is probably going to get a good push, being that when he came up. So, I think this was a good win for him.
Yeah.
And like I said, I like Nakamura. He's a great wrestler. He definitely, encompasses everything that wrestling should be. In the ring, and the whole thing from the entrance to leaving, he is captivating.
Correct.
And something that when he first came to NXT, there was one thing I was worried about because I didn't know. I didn't know his grasp of the English language, but I heard a interview he did with I think it was either Jericho or Austin. He has a really good when English is your second language, he has a good grasp of the English language.
Well, look at Rusev. Let's look at Kofi Kingston. They tried to make him Jamaican, and then all of a sudden they realized it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden he's speaking perfect English. Rusev. Yeah, Rusev. You know, again, because he is Bulgarian, he can do the accent, but you know what I mean? You hear him, and the more and more he talks, the more and more it's getting to the point now where he's just speaking, I'll just say American. The American language speak
unless
easy.
Unless he gets pissed off, then he'll go into Bulgaria.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah.
Unless he stars in the film, was it Marine 4, where he actually spoke in perfect fucking English, along with Lana.
Well, Lana was an actor before she even became a wrestler. She's actually was in a couple of movies. And she was also a model. So, and she was actually holding the American flag, which I found funny because it was at the same time when she was like the heel Russian. But her family, she does have Russian roots.
Was it the Marine 4 where they went running through the WWE locker room? And they went up to New 7 and said, have you just seen somebody run through here? Have you run through? Has somebody just run through here with a gun? And he says, I didn't see nobody. I thought, where's his accent gone?
Yeah, exactly. That was a Dolph Ziggler movie, and it was okay, but I wasn't that impressed with it. WWE movies, I don't watch. I very rarely watch them. Although, when the Wall, which is in theaters, which is John Cena, that looks interesting. And this is ridiculous. The fashion, it's like they're trying to like the Law and Order thing.
What is this about? And this is my first time seeing this Fashion Files. What is it?
The Fashion Files. It's Fandango and Tyler Breeze, and they're calling themselves Breezangos, and they're coming out, and they look like a cheap edition of the fucking oh shit, scratch my brain.
Law and Order.
It's Law and Order, but they were coming out looking like they were part of the Village People.
They got nothing else to do with these guys. I mean, I don't want to see how much longer they're going to be in business here.
I actually think what they're doing there with them is actually kind of funny.
Yeah, but the problem is when you have a tag team that's trying to go somewhere and they make them look like like idiots, it never works.
Well, where were they going with them in the first place? Absolutely nowhere so far.
Yeah, exactly. You have to get out of the gate. I think Tyler Breeze has potential, but again, he needs to get away from this shit. Fandango, I think he had one match where I was truly impressed. Other than that, he's been shit.
Yeah, here comes Hulk Hogan again as the cleaner.
Yeah.
They can't make it any more obvious he's supposed to be Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Chauncey in the chat room says, I like Impact Wrestling and I like Matt Hardy. Why let Anthem keep the broken name?
It's the same reason why WWE, doesn't let a lot of the gimmicks go, because they feel that, you're going to build that character here and then you're going to move on. And I understand that Hardy's doing it out of spite. They left kind of like on bad terms because they felt they were being overlooked because Anthem Sports didn't sign them up right away. Re-sign them. Pardon me. But again, and I look at these dummies. They're trying to do like a fucking 5-minute pose. They're trying to be like edgy Christian. Never works.
But gay.
But here's the thing. That's the same thing they did on SmackDown Live. So that's just a repeat. That's not live.
Yeah, but it's still just stupid. But anyways, these kind of tag teams never work. Look at like Golden Truth. Finally
they broke that up.
Yeah, they broke up this past, which is finally glad, and I'm glad what they're doing with Goldust because they were making him look like an idiot. He has, when he plays the right heel, he's great. He's somebody who can act like a total idiot and laugh, and then be very, very dark. It works, you know.
Yeah.
Here comes the title match. Let's see how this one goes.
Bad thing about Goldust, they won't make it where he can be that little bit of a perverse but what era it is. But that honestly, his first heel run was to me his best heel run when he was going with Razor.
And Rick, you're gonna hate me for this. The Thursday night show that I do now, the new Wrestle Down.
Yeah.
I picked Breezango as my upset of the night.
You know what? I could almost see it. Almost see it. If they get some kind of weird fucked up win, maybe. But it'll be like a Zack Ryder win at WrestleMania where he won the IC and then lost it the next night. So, you know, they've been trying to put these guys over and it's not getting anywhere.
Well, I haven't come out in the janitor's outfit though.
Maybe they'll use the mop to knock out the guy and get the titles.
all we need now is Perry Saturn come back and saying he's two-timing him with his fucking mop.
Perry is in bad shape.
Yeah.
So was that gimmick.
Wow.
Oh, Moppy, I love you.
And, what is with the 1 day-ish? What is that all about?
Wish I had an answer for you.
Kind of like not making any sense to me.
The SO, who the hell's the SOS? Oh, the Usos.
Oh, yeah.
Chauncey likes
Come on,
Chauncey likes to bring
How
up.
many times are these going to change the gimmick and they still don't get over?
Who's this?
The Usos, Rikishi and fucking Rock wannabes.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll disagree with you because they had that Uso thing going for a while, the baby faces, and then when they switched, they completely changed. And I actually like it. I like the new attitude, and they didn't come out with bouncing around with the fire because it wouldn't fit. These guys going ghetto, is working for them, So I like it, Well, let me say it a little more so I understand why they did it. When you turn heel, you can't be the same character. You have to reinvent. Like
yeah,
Jericho.
but just changing your clothes is not really a reinvention, is it?
No, but it's their whole gimmick though. The gimmick before was kind of like happy joy. They were like one step below New Day. You know what I mean? Now that it's like a big fuck you thing, like New Day when they were heels. They were acting like idiots, and then they just went over it. I mean, they changed without really even noticing,
Best thing they did was get rid of Cameron, whatever fucking name was.
Tamina.
The one that comes in with all the sparkly fucking clothes that glows in the dark.
No. I thought you were talking about who the Usos used to come out with.
No,
yeah,
then they did used to bring out Cameron.
Yeah, they came out with Cameron originally.
Not originally, but
when they had the two dancing girls, because they got rid of the Mr. Funky, whatever Dactyl, whatever his name was, that went to TNA.
Brodus Clay.
Yeah. As soon as ever Brodus Clay went, they hung on to the Usos.
And then when Jimmy or Jay married her.
Guys, listen to what the crowd's chanting. They were just chanting for the mop.
God. Is there a no DQ in this match?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Has the match started officially?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Like when Al Snow had the mannequin head, everybody was chanting head. I don't know. I guess he was a little too close. He had to move over.
Yeah.
Okay, this makes no sense. What are they doing?
I don't know. This is like a fucking stupid. This whole thing's stupid.
This is ridiculous. This is what? No. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah, so
This is
far.
why wrestling's going down the toilet.
And you wonder why I'm like completely lose. I missed Raw a couple weeks ago. Wasn't even bothered by it. Didn't even flinch. A couple of years ago I'd been like, oh my god, I fucking missed Raw. Now I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Whatever.
Now I just watch, like I said, Impact Wrestling, which is different. Is it better? No, but some of the matches are exceptional. They're bringing in new talent. They're revitalizing the knockout division, which at one time was far better than WWE's. So, and then
everybody knows about the business, and what is it gonna be like 5 years from now?
It's just going to be the same thing it is now. It's WWE will try to change with the times if need be. If not, it'll be the same thing, just different wrestlers.
It's so bad right now that look at this.
Yeah, no, it's garbage. It's total garbage. Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. The WWE divas are not that bad now, but there's still quite a few of them. When you watch female wrestling these days, they don't look convincing that they're actually fighting.
Andy,
they're great.
Andy, watch the NXT divas. I'm telling you, watch
They're good?
the NXT. Really good.
Yeah,
But everybody I've seen just lately that's female, just even Charlotte at times, they just don't look as though they're fighting. They look like rabbits caught in the headlights. They throw somebody against the rope and they ain't got a clue what follow it up with.
Hell,
What is this? What the?
Tyler Breeze doing his best mama from Mama's Family.
I think so.
Yeah.
As my mother got up again.
And that's the thing is, again, I think Joe said it when these guys are singles and they're not bad work. Well, I like Tyler Breeze. He's not a bad worker. The gimmick sucks. And then you have Fandango, who has, aside from one match, has yet to impress me at all.
Is that the X-Pac Bronco Buster?
Yeah.
Isn't that The Rock's girlfriend from when he had his birthday party?
Possibly. I hope Barack knew that it was Tyler and Drag, though. Otherwise, oh, he completely missed that. Did you see that shit?
He hit the second turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Second turnbuckle.
It's me, Young reincarnated.
Yeah, no shit.
Horrible. Tyler Breeze is getting beat up the way Buddy Roberts used to get beat up.
Now, don't be insulting Buddy Rogers. He doesn't deserve that.
Buddy Roberts, not Rob. Buddy Roberts.
Buddy Roberts, yes. I misspoke, but yes.
Don't you mean Dangerous Danny Davis?
That too.
Do you see this shit? They're replaying fucking Uso. I'm not sure if it's Jimmy throwing the fucking the
dress.
The fucking the dress. I'm like, really? Yeah, that shows you how much of a highlight this match has. Nothing.
Nothing at all. I mean, if these
Although
guys...
if you guys have ESPN...
Oh, I see one. It hit JBL in the head.
Yeah, oh, well, still. It's pretty bad when that's the replay and the highlight. But for those of you who don't know, ESPN has Ring of Honor, which is really good.
Oh, With them,
When are they broadcasting it?
They, if I'm not mistaken, I have it on DVR. I think it's on Wednesday nights. Check your listing, but I usually just watch it. I will watch that and catch up with that, and I'll do Impact Wrestling on one night. So, but yeah, ROH, even though it's an hour, but it's an hour of wrestling. So there's like maybe a 5-minute promo, in the beginning or maybe middle of the match, and maybe a second one, but it's still like 75 to 80% wrestling, and the rest of it's commercials and promo, which is how it should be.
Yeah.
I think I know why we don't get it. For one reason, Sinclair Broadcasting just bought our local channel here, and they might be putting it there instead on ESPN.
Yeah.
Which, if that's so, I would love to have a local channel have ROH on it.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, this might be the win.
Are you kidding me?
Kick out.
Oh, all right. Oh, Mike, really?
Ring of Horrid.
Yeah, no shit.
Tell you what, these so-called nothing matches are taking quite a bit of time out the card. That means the main event's going to be the drizzling shits. Because these preliminary matches normally last 5-10 minutes tops. We've had 2 matches in 44 minutes so far.
What matches do we have tonight? I know we got the Jinder and Randy,
Owens and Styles,
AJ and Owens.
That's it. We're done.
Harper and
Rowan.
Sheet Mask.
Guys, I'll be back.
Okay.
Hey, Andy, do you have my stream on?
Yeah.
And I got something I want to show you. You ready?
Yeah.
You saw it?
No, I've still got a delay on your video. You're still asking me if I've got your stream on your video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, your Mario thing.
What's the YouTube name?
Mario!
Andy, you want to give him my link to my YouTube channel?
Yeah, sure. Link in the tab.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, Joe.
I had to run some errands for my wife.
You didn't miss anything.
He missed nothing.
Did Nakamura win?
Yes.
Yes.
Gee, that's kind of a shocker. And I see the Usos retain their...
Yes, they did. They retained the titles.
They beat Mop and Glow.
I've posted the link in the chat room for the guy that wanted the link.
I'm trying to see where it's at. Hold on a second. I'm on an iPad, so.
Yeah, if you look on your Skype box somewhere, you'll get like a little speech bubble thing. If you click on that, it should open the side box for your chat.
Okay, let's see it.
The little chat box should open up on the right hand side. Should.
Yep, I got it. I see it.
Andy, what do you think of like the overall setup I have on this stream?
It's cool. How have you got them little animated things to work? Is it through your video program?
Streamlabs.com. That's how the chat appears in the stream as well.
Can you put like any text you want? Because I noticed earlier on you had like some of the chat coming through as a chat
Yeah, it's
thing
the
as
chat.
well on screen.
Yeah, it's the chat. It's the chat as well.
Hours of new original programming.
Right. New original programming that's done by us, for us, by us, which is the only wrestling in town that you're going to see that's mainstream superstars.
And my Sarah said something the other day, and I thought, she's got a point there. Why do they keep advertising the network on the network?
You know, that's a very good point.
She says, we've just seen 5 adverts, one after the other, advertising the network. We're watching the network.
You know what? It's because for the people who are like on trial users, or for people that not watching, who I guess with their friends and stuff like that.
I mean, I understand why they do so many advertisements on the pre-shows, because the pre-shows are also shown elsewhere, like on Facebook and YouTube. I understand that, but during, what the hell you doing?
I mean, to be perfectly honest, for those who are listening who haven't got the network, there's nothing on there that you're not missing apart from you get your pay-per-views cheap. So I just get it purely for the pay-per-views. The rest of the stuff on the network is basically the drizzling shits.
You know what? I thank God I don't pay for this nonsense, because these pay-per-views are horrible.
I have the network basically for NXT.
Oh.
NXT is like hands down much better than Raw and SmackDown.
You know, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try and start watching NXT and Ring of Honor, because, I mean, the way the WWE is making wrestling it's just going down the tubes. It really is. It's a real more of a kid stuff than it is for us adults now. Yeah, Funaki, there he is.
God bless you.
Joe, it's not like in our times when wrestling was wrestling, you know?
Oh, yeah.
When you had to kayfabe all the time and hide from people and make sure nobody sees you driving in with the other guy and stuff like that, you know? Now everybody's driving with everybody. Nobody cares anymore.
Well, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. Even as a kid, a very young kid, I knew wrestling, I won't say fake, but I knew that it was obviously scripted and they were not intentionally hurting each other.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
At the same time, they do things that make you go, whoa, wait a second, that looked kind of real there. I don't know. You know?
Yes and no. I mean, well, then again, they were doing a lot of more basic moves. They weren't really doing a lot of suicide dives. You know, they didn't have, or at least WWE, even WWE only had a few cameras. They didn't have cameras all over the place.
Well, but the thing is, Rick, the big factor that is different from yesterday to today, I think, is that the guys actually sold the moves.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't that. It wasn't like they, hit 50 moves, hit a finisher, and moved on to like another 50 moves. Oh well, let's just. Well, he didn't die yet. Let's finish it up with 50 more moves.
I agree with you that it has happened and it hasn't happened. I mean, if you remember WrestleMania 6, it was a Warrior versus Macho Man. Macho Man hit 6 elbows, which is a signature, and. A fucking Warrior kicked right out of it like it was nothing.
Well, you have to look at the character that the Warrior was portraying as well. I mean, it wasn't like Macho Man doing 6 elbows and kicking out and doing it to Dolph Ziggler. You know?
Mm.
You were the ultimate warrior. You had this persona that you were unbeatable. So to give 6 elbows and for you to kick out, to the fans, I was like, oh, this guy is an ultimate warrior. I mean, he is this, he is that. I mean, you do that now, 6 elbows, the guy's doing another 20-minute match for no problem. I just don't understand.
Well, like I said, I mean, I know Joe talks about spot monkeys, and I think that's why they have to do that now, because, again, fans are now more aware of what's going on. And I do admit to a point that did not, it did it no favors, but, a lot of wrestling fans, I mean, I'm talking about the heavy wrestling marks, still cannot accept that. They try to look past it. And it's a TV show. I see it as a TV show and nothing less and nothing more. Sometimes it's entertaining, sometimes it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's a guy's soap opera. That's what my girlfriend said. It's perfect. It is. And it's,
That's insulting soap operas, though.
No, because soap opera. Well, at least soap operas. Unfortunately, I had to watch them because my mother watched them all day. So
Yeah, but at least if I know I'm watching Coronation Street, I know I'm going to be bored for 45 minutes consistently.
Well,
in wrestling today, you're surprisingly bored.
Yes.
No, but I mean, look at Hulk Hogan and some of the times that when he fought, you knew he was going to win.
You know what? Let me interject here real quick. I think the difference between that era, to be honest, was that it was more showmanship, and there was always, no matter what, the threat that, wait a minute, he might lose.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a thing that, okay, he gets beaten down, he hulks up, 3 punches to the head, off the ropes, boot, and then leg drop. To build up to that, No, that one. Here, you're painting it. You build up to that. You got to build up to that, and then it happened. There are times when, he didn't hulk up until like really long time later, and then they would throw him in there with contenders that really were hated by the fans.
And not only hated, Joe, but contenders who were actually heavyweights.
Yeah.
You had big guys going up against Hogan and him doing, I would guess, okay matches. But, I mean, it wasn't Hogan hulking up to like one of the Mulkey brothers, I mean, you had John Studd, you had Bundy, you had Orndorff. I mean, you had all these big guys going for the title, and not winning.
And most of the opponents were 100 times better wrestlers.
Absolutely.
I think it's just that I think what it is just it was to a point where they did not have to resort to fancy moves to get the crowd over, because the crowd was already over because they were cheering the good guys and bad guys, and you could tell. Like,
well, hold on. Let me. I'm going to tell you something. Even though he was a heel, you know who I cheered for the most? Roddy Piper. I loved Roddy Piper. You love the honky tonk man, even though he was a heel, because he was just, he had that charisma. Got Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh,
these are all
yeah.
heels.
Phenomenal.
The only difference is we know now that, yes, they're heels and baby faces, they're making the switch. Yes, there's so much knowledge behind the scenes that it's more the politics and the shit behind the scenes that really keeps you somewhat interested.
Yeah.
You know why wrestling's boring now, don't you? Because there isn't a single person on NXT that's not actually been in the indies for 15 years.
I disagree.
That can actually sell a program, let alone a match. Because you see them. Even on NXT, you'll see them, right, I'm going to throw you against the rope, you're going to come back with a forearm smash.
Look at John Cena.
You're going to do a pile driver, you're going to do this, and this. Yeah, but they can call... No, listen to me. They can call shots in the ring. If they'll have 15 moves that they're going to do in their match, and if they see that the fans aren't reacting to it, they change it up. Modern wrestlers now haven't got a clue. They turn the next page on the book and carry on. They don't know how to change it mid-card, halfway through a match. None of them. And the Divas are a prime example. None of the Divas know how to react to the audience. Not even Charlotte. They haven't got a clue.
Well,
that's the art of wrestling. And the art of wrestling's not died or dying, it's dead.
No, because they still get they still have the wrestlers who get their pops. You know what I mean? NXT, I mean, come on, right now they got Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's a great wrestler. They had Samoa Joe. I know you don't like Samoa Joe, but again,
But they're all experienced indie wrestlers. These new NXT guys, they haven't fought anywhere before, most of them. They've probably had a couple of indie matches and got themselves in NXT. Within 12 months, to be on the television. Should never happen.
Well, the thing
In
is,
my
well,
opinion-
we don't
in my
know them
opinion-
because, keep in
In my
mind,
honest opinion, if you haven't got 10 years service behind you, you shouldn't even be on WWE.
well, they had wrestlers like Hideo Itami, Asuka, and Shinsuke Nakamura came in. I never heard of them, but they were indies. Just because we didn't hear them doesn't mean they haven't worked in the the indie
Well,
company.
you tell me this statement's not true, and I don't care if it upsets people who are listening on YouTube, because 90% of the people on YouTube are going to fall in this category. If you're between the ages of 18 and 25, you don't know your arse from your elbow. You've not even matured enough yet.
That's a fair assessment.
It's true. It's a true assessment. You don't know. You think you do. You don't know your arse from your elbow.
Oh, again,
Not even mature enough to make an half decent decision. I mean, in the UK, you're only just eligible then to start to fucking vote. You don't think
Andy,
you're a
Andy.
human being till then.
Andy, if you look at when it appears on the video stream, I'm pointing to my elbow right now.
Yeah, but you're not pointing to your arse.
I'm 30 and I still don't know the difference.
Oh, and Andy.
Yeah.
Now you always say how you don't like Samoa Joe because he's big.
I've never ever once said he's big. I call him a fat retard, but I'm a fat retard myself. But at the end of the day, he's got nothing. The only thing people ever say about Samoa Joe, and you've said it yourself, he's not bad for a big guy.
But again, like you said,
Mysterio's not bad for a little guy, but he's not an heavyweight. He shouldn't be fighting people like John Cena in his day.
I agree with you.
If he's fit or he can do stuff, he's not bad for a big guy. That's the pathetic comment. He's shit. When it comes to wrestling abilities.
When I say he's not bad for a big guy,
he can move for a big guy. That's about it.
No,
I can move when I've got a
see?
fucking dinosaur
No,
behind me
I-
and it's tongue hanging out.
But come on, he's done over the top rope, he's done planches, and I put him again, I wouldn't say Big John Studd, but I would definitely say Van Vader.
I'll tell you something.
Big Boss Man.
I guarantee you'll laugh at this.
Bam,
When you see Samoa Joe in the wrestling ring, he sweats more than a paedophile on a school bus.
Yes, I will laugh at that. But,
For the
yes.
people on YouTube, that's Andy@StokeOnIt.com.
But he still didn't sweat as much as Brock does.
Yeah, and look at Brock. Brock's a muscle guy, and he sweats like I mean, perspiration doesn't really say a lot. I mean, it basically all it really
says you don't do any cardio. Cardio is the art of Joe.
Hold on.
I'm
Let
done.
me cut you off there. Now you say wrestling's all about cardio. You think that if Kevin Owens had no cardio, he would be able to do what he can still do? I'm sorry, but
I don't see that he can. Kevin, I bet I can run as far as Kevin Owen. I mean, and as you know, my back's screwed. I'm basically almost wheelchair.
you know what? I bet you. I would like to see that challenge, and as much as I respect you, Andy, I would bet against you. I bet you would be dying and breathing. He goes, "What? That's it." He'd probably keep on going.
He, like I say, he sweats like a paedophile on a school bus.
But sweating doesn't mean anything. I mean, right now you look, Baron Corbin. He's kind of, he's sweating.
Yeah, that's the lights.
What?
How long's the match been going on? 17 minutes. When was the last Kevin Owen match? Singles match. Has he been going for 17 minutes? They're over in 10, less than that.
He's done 50. Well, he's done Iron Man matches.
All he does is run around the outside for a bit. Well,
Yeah, well, you got
around the outside.
Well, you got to pace the match. I got to say, Kevin Owens is a good example of someone who paces a match, and I give it to him. Out of everybody else on the roster, except for like AJ Styles and a couple, Owens knows how to pace, knows how to play to the crowd. So I honestly say he knows his business. So, but you know, when I'm watching this, like some of the stuff today, it's like I don't know. It's just like there's nothing special about them.
There isn't. You can go see any of this that we're seeing now at Indies, and it'll charge you $5 to get in.
On a good indie, indie,
yeah.
it'll be 10 or 20.
And I don't know. Like I said, I've seen some like indie matches on YouTube, and it's like, what the hell are you even doing in the ring? And it's, you know, these are guys, you know, like kids or guys, whatever, that have no muscle mass, and they try to work a match, and you can see that, you know, one, they can't even pull off the right moves, and two, they are the ones that, like, you know, like 5-10 minutes in, they can't breathe, and they're like, okay, I gotta slow down. It's pathetic.
I mean, you don't have to have the best moveset on the planet, and you don't have to have this, that, and the other to be.
You need cardio.
A decent. No, you need it. We've all said it before. There's nobody on this chat room now who's a bigger mark for Stone Cold Steve Austin than me. That man had got shit wrestling abilities, even when he was studying Steve Austin. At best, he was mediocre. He just had a good gimmick, and he just had it. You can't change it. You can't go and buy it, and you certainly don't inherit it.
No, I disagree with you, because you know what? Look at The Undertaker. When he was Mark Calloway. Would anybody suggest at that point in time that he be where he is today? No.
Well, to be fair, if you sit back, I mean, I like The Undertaker just as much as anybody else, but you look at The Undertaker, and he's got nothing. He's just got charisma.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Now he does. In the past 5 or 6 years, yes, he's been riding his coattails. But you watch in his heyday when he was, you know, like, let's say 7 to 8 years back, 9 years back, he was doing over the rope jumps. He was planches. He was like doing that, like, you know, that, you know, retro walk that he would always do. The vintage.
Old school.
Thank you, old school. You know, and he could wrestle. He could wrestle all the specialty matches. He's, you know, and he's not a small guy, you know, but
his talent went down the toilet. I don't know whether it was just before or after he had the match with Shawn Michaels. He should have given it up then.
Yeah, you know what? WrestleMania 25, I agree with you, was his last decent match. The Brock Lesnar Undertaker match at SummerSlam was probably it was okay. I won't say it was great, but it was one of the better matches. And then this retirement match, the best part, obviously, I knew that Reigns was going to win, but I liked the way he did it. Is the way how I said you should have done it. Take all the shit off the ring, walk away. And
I mean, this
what do you think it is about Reigns that fans just don't like?
They know that he is chosen by Vince, and during the Attitude Era, they did such a good job saying that the company is the bad guy. It still resonates today.
But do you know what makes me laugh? All these fickle fans that keep booing every time Roman Reigns comes out to the ring. You go on the WWE website and see who sells about the third most products, T-shirts, Roman fucking Reigns. So if the fans don't like him, who the fuck's buying his T-shirts? Non-wrestling fans.
Say it again? I'm sorry, I'm just only caught up.
Merchandise sales at the moment, Roman Reigns is coming third.
Well, again, like I said, you know, you have...
So for a guy that's not liked, some non-wrestling fans out there are buying T-shirts that they don't even know what they mean.
Well,
that's all I can think of there.
No, because, you know, again, he has his fans, you know, like Cena, he has his fans and he has the haters. And a lot of people don't realize that even if he's getting boos, that's a plus. The only time when you're really in trouble is when you get absolutely no reaction.
Joe's the best person to mention this one to, and I'm sure he'll agree with what I'm saying. Vince doesn't care if you boo or cheer. You're giving them a reaction. That's all they need.
Yeah,
exactly.
If you don't like Roman Reigns, don't react.
Yeah, exactly.
he likes that. He's jumping on that because they like.
Vince is having multiple orgasms because they're killing the guy. Because they're giving him a reaction. Not the reaction he wanted to hear, but they're still giving him a reaction. They'll still pay to go and see Roman Reigns get his arse kicked. Now, Vince's idea is go and see my top man win the world championship. But now he's turned the cards and thinks these fans are going to pay to see him get his arse whipped.
Well, you know what it is, to be honest, Andy. The situation here, the situation is they paid a contract for Roman Reigns. And the situation here is they have to figure out now what to do with him. He's under contract. He's still young. What can you do to get a reaction? It's like, he's the opposite of John Cena. John Cena's been there for a longer time, and the fans are just bored of the guy. Now it's, Roman Reigns' turn, and everybody's like, they don't know what to do with him. When he was part of the Shield, they loved him. When he's, now by himself, he didn't change his look. He didn't do what the other two did.
I know, but he kept the same Shield look.
You know what? And I've heard that argument many times before. But let's be honest. I think even if they did just change his gimmick a little bit, I won't say his gimmick. If he kept his gimmick, changed his clothes, his ring gear, okay, fine, and maybe the music. Do you really think it would be any different? Honestly,
no. The main argument is the fans' main argument is. He's the golden child. He's going to be the next John Cena. He's the one that Vince is falling in love with. He's been forcing down our throats.
But
my argument with that is, whoever says that comment and believes that comment, just say to them, who is your favourite wrestler? And let's say they say AJ Styles. Why is he your favourite wrestler? Because he's good. Emphasise good. Well, he's on the when you see him on the TV, he's good. So Vince actually puts the guy on the television. So Vince is getting him over. AJ Styles isn't getting himself over. Vince is giving him airtime to get him over.
Actually, no. I think in AJ Styles is
Roman Reigns. He's being pushed because they're the people we're pushing.
I think in the AJ Styles situation, I think it's a lot different. For the common thing is he gets himself over because it's just his ability. So,
yeah, because he's good, but he's been seen by the producers and the directors of the show. This guy can put bums in seats. This guy can sell tickets. We'll put him on the air. And that's all they've done with Roman Reigns. This guy can sell tickets.
Exactly. Well, of course.
We put him on. They're not pushing him. They're pushing the product. That's what they do, wrestling. Doesn't matter if you like the guy or you hate the guy. He's putting bums in seats.
Exactly.
They don't
Are you guys watching this on the... Are you watching this that's going on right now with
the playing up, down, down?
Yeah. Who the hell is the two black people on the side?
No idea. I never watch his podcasts. And Joe, again, with even all disrespect to both you and Billy, I hate watching walkthroughs. I absolutely, when I play a game, I play it and then I write a blog about it because I think that's a little bit more interesting where they don't know what to listen.
I believe this is for Jinder Mahal. Look at this.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's got to be.
Yep, look at the flags.
This is ridiculous.
The thing that I don't understand about video games is these people that buy a video game on Monday and it's their God-given rights to finish it by Friday. I've got games that I've had for 3 years that I haven't completed yet, and I'm proud to say that.
Well,
I still play.
You
when
also
I complete the game, it goes in the cupboard and stays there and collects dust.
But you also have to consider those games are the kids, are the people who will say, I get it, and they're going to pay 8 to 12 hours within a day. Now, the only game that actually I can say that it has a lot of replay value is the next-gen version of WWE 2K17. I got it for the 360. It sucked. There was nothing to it. It was just another 360 WWE wrestling game. And when they put it for the PlayStation 4 and 1, the career mode is absolutely incredible.
But if you're playing a video game for 12 hours a day, you need to get a life.
Okay, again, saying that, I agree with you. I mean, since I've got W2K17,
Almost.
Oh,
I agree with it, but I didn't say it.
That's why America's in such a mess, and so is the United Kingdom, because if it's anything like our voting, it's actually come out now. We've got vote on June the 8th for our next Prime Minister, because they can't even get their act together, so they've had it 3 years early. That's how bad of a shitstorm we're in. But children, well, they say the word children. Children between the ages of 18 and 25 don't vote. Yeah, because they can't get off their arse and vote because they stuck playing fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And then, hold on. And now, first off, I've never voted. Now, people are like, well, if you vote, then you shouldn't bitch. Actually, I think it's the opposite. If you voted for the fucker, then you're the ones who shouldn't bitch. You know what I mean? People vote for somebody and then they get pissed off. Well, you know what? You voted for him, not me.
Actually, like, I voted for Trump. I don't complain about him. I complain about the Democrats and the leftists and the snowflakes. So,
I feel sorry for everybody that did vote. And if I was an American, I'd have voted for Donald Trump. I feel sorry that everything he does, they have to make it a big issue on the news. Why don't they just assassinate him and have done with it?
Well,
who are they going to put in his place? They ain't going to put Hillary. There'll be a civil war.
And you know what? Actually, Jen made a very good point. She said the real reason why Hillary Clinton lost is because she spent so much time trying to smear Trump. If she had focused on herself and completely ignored any of his principles, she could have won.
Speaking of smearing, there's James Ellsworthless.
What the fuck is he doing in the ring now?
Don't know.
He needs to get gone. He's done.
He looks like
had that quick little.
Why do they have these people like the guy who's just been on there, the Sikh guy? They've had Sikh wrestlers before, and the moment something happens in America, it's like, oh God, he's a Muslim. Let's get rid.
No, yeah,
Where's Sergeant Slaughter when you need him?
He had that Davari and his mate, and then as soon as ever 911 kicked off, they both got fired.
Well, Davari and
whatever the other guy's name was, who was a good
Muslim gimmick. That was a Muslim gimmick.
Mohammed Hassan.
That's it. That was to me.
That fucker.
It worked well until 9/11, and then Vince went, "The chocolate starfish is going. We better drop the gimmick immediately." Well, what
no, that's not what. Andy, that's not what happened.
That's basically what happened.
Crucify or do a terrorist funeral with Taker after they supposedly killed him, and they did the actual thing they did, and they got nuclear heat, not white heat. People were about to damn boycott.
Yeah, but this is an open comment. This is open for interpretation. Like, you can either like this comment or not. I don't endorse this comment, but according to British and Americans at the moment, Muslims are the scum of the earth. Let's put them on British television and American television and make them heroes in wrestling. Think that's a good move? Tell somebody who's lost a loved one to a Muslim bomber that's a good move.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's ANDY@STOKEHAUNTED.com.
Or if you want to get me officially, it's Andy2E1SOB@AOL.com. And if you send me an email, I'll insult you back.
I've seen him do it.
I can't give a fuck.
I've seen him do it.
Is this like a four-way match for the women's title?
No, it's a Six Divas tag match.
Six Divas tag match. Okay.
Tamina.
I like Natalia. I think she's good.
Yeah.
Tamina seems to be losing weight.
Yeah.
It's all that worry about her father killing that woman in that hotel room, isn't it?
Huh?
It's all those coconuts to the head.
Oh, Tamina. I thought you said Natalia.
No, Tamina. Jimmy Snuka's daughter. Did he really kill that woman?
What the hell did Jim Neidhart kill somebody?
You leave Jim Neidhart out of here. He has a right to.
I thought he was talking about Natalia. I was like, what the hell?
Every week, Sally comes out looking more and more like Catwoman.
Who's that? Oh,
That's
yummy.
another one. She's a good wrestler, but when she talks, her accent screws it all up.
Yeah. She's all right till she opens her mouth.
Her and Finn Balor should be a couple. Because their accents are horrible. Horrible. Was she trying to do the Red Rooster? That hair?
Why have they knackered James Ellsworth's gimmick? I mean, he was doing quite well. And then they put him with the Divas. He's new, like I said earlier on, he's the new Santino.
Yeah. Basically, they couldn't figure out what to do with him, so make a joke of the bastard.
And what's she done to her?
I have to give it a Charlotte Flair. She's done really well for herself.
Woo! Oh dear. A fake ginger hair wasn't working, so now they're giving her red hair.
By the way, Joe, I think her leaked news would kind of confirm that she's not Reed Flair in drag.
Poor Becky and that horrible hairstyle.
No, really, that might be post-op.
Very flexible.
Yeah, but them nude photographs that's supposed to be of Charlotte, they've proven to be fake, aren't they?
No.
You know what's stupid about that? Why do fake pictures like that, knowing that somebody's going to get it? If you're a celebrity, why put it anywhere? Put it, if you're going to do pictures like that, don't put it online, and don't put it in cloud or whatever.
Yeah, what idiot uses the cloud for personal stuff?
I don't even use that crap.
Your Joe, take a Polaroid.
I get 2 gig with my PC. When I bought my PC, I get 2 gigabytes of free space to the cloud. I haven't even logged on to accept the 2 gig because mine's on external hard drives which stay in my house. Not that I've got anything I wouldn't want people to see, but my stuff's precious to me. I won't keep it.
She's still the champ. I thought she would have lost that belt a long time ago.
Due to injury, but she won it back at WrestleMania.
Yeah, because people, they don't normally hold belts for longer than, 3 weeks?
Welcome to WWE title reigns. Well, you'll never see another honky-tonk man demolition.
It's funny.
This is the only female in wrestling history who used to be a dancer who can't really dance.
That's right.
But she's got a great boot.
Ever hold it as long as the Fabulous Moolah has held it. That'll never happen again.
Naomi, the only female dancer that can't actually dance. She wrestles better than she dances.
That's true. I agree.
She was employed originally as a dancer and she just can't dance. They say black people have got rhythm. She lost hers somewhere.
Any 2E1 SOB.
Thank you.
I've seen white girls dance better than discos.
You know what? Hold up, Andy. Here's the thing. Back in my day, everybody made fun of each other, and nobody ever took it seriously. It's like, look at TV shows like All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son and all that.
Alf Garnett in the UK. I could quite easily call someone the N-word in everyday life, and they'd laugh about it. Now you mention the N-word, and you're racist.
Yeah,
not
and
racist.
you know what? And the thing is,
everybody, what you're thinking.
You know what? And everybody is so soft-skinned. Nobody's got any guts today. I'm sorry, nobody's got any guts because it's a PC world with rainbows and Play-Doh and coloring books. If they had to grow up in a real world, they would be shitting their pants because little comments gets everybody upset. Ooh, it's like he said a thing about some black people. Well, hell, they know what they do. Just like Hispanics, Asians. I could go like this. You want a burrito? Let's start a war with Mexico, and they'll hit you with they'll send in the donkey cavalry and attack you with burritos. Let's fight the Chinese. You know what? Never mind fighting the Chinese. Let's be friends with the Chinese so we can get free food from them because they make great Chinese food. I wouldn't war with Japan because Godzilla can come on. You know what? You could go on and on and on. I think what we have to do is, it's funny, everybody has their way, and, I just say we all have to stop being such hiding behind PC and worrying about... How about
anal-retentive? I think there's a proper word.
Exactly. Thank you, Rick.
Leave my anus out of it.
Yeah.
My anus wasn't retentive a couple of weeks ago.
If I want a good ass, I'll take Naomi and Natalia.
As Billy can tell you, and not through experience, but my anus was not retentive a couple of months ago when I took my mum's medication.
Oh, Jesus.
Really? Don't be a hero.
Nightmares.
When I took my mum's purging medicine, whatever it's called, for my stomach medicine.
Was this an 8-girl tag team, or was it a 6-girl tag team?
No, it's a 6.
6 tablespoons of laxatives in one day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was not anal retentive that night. I didn't dare breathe out.
Why? You know what? Charlotte is so lost on SmackDown.
No, I think right now this is just a temporary thing because she's still coming off as a heel. But it's kind of like the friend of my friend is my enemy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend scenario.
Exactly.
Because she said in a promo, she goes, she looked at Naomi, she goes, believe me, when this is all over, I'm coming for you. So, I would.
She's like in uncharted territory, so she will have enemies who knows her from Raw.
Yeah. And.
That caught us straight in the face. Natalia, your card's marked.
Oh,
God, I can't get past that Becky's hairstyle.
I know,
oh, my
I'm looking
God.
at that, I'm like, what the fuck is she doing?
Think about Mad Max and Beyond Thunderdome.
You know what? No, I'm sorry. Tina Turner, it was rocking out a lot better.
Somewhere out there, Terry Taylor is saying, cock-a-doodle-doo!
About to say, it's a Red Rooster all in female version.
Well, that's kind of weird.
Becky Lynch is saying.
I heard he's backstage over there.
Becky Lynch looks like Foghorn Leghorn, whatever his name was.
Foghorn.
I say, son, don't you make fun of me, son. And I'll say that again, son.
She looks like a reject from the 80s.
Yeah, from the hairbands. I miss the 80s.
So do I, don't get me wrong, but I mean, even the hairdo, the mullets, and the chicks with the spiked head, the spiked mullet,
She's going to bring a single out next week. Girls Just Want to Have Fun Part 2. Looks like fucking Cyndi Lauper.
You know what?
Cyndi Lauper didn't have it that much. I mean, she did get a lot of extreme. She did have like original hairdo, but it wasn't like that. That's just
look at that for a wrestling move. I ask you.
Hey, don't pull the weaves.
What was that lady wrestling in the 80s with that spike hairdo? That Lady Maxine, was it, or something?
Yeah,
like that?
Lady Maxine, the manager of. Hey, don't pull the weaves. That might come off.
No, I think they glued it on pretty tight tonight. It's a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was Lady Maxine, managed Johnny Ace, the Sheep Herders flag bearer.
John Laurinaitis.
The dynamic dude.
You mean the one that married the mother of the Bella twins? Oh, Jesus. Please.
You keep saying that, John. Have you seen any of that sentence? It's still true, Byron. It's not still true. You haven't seen this.
I just found something out the other day. I didn't know Rowdy Piper was Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea.
I think he's Scottish for real, Captain.
Well, now that is part of his heritage, but
yeah.
See, I hope I didn't offend anybody out with a Scottish by making them all sound like engineers and Scotty from the Enterprise.
Hell, shit, you know what? You know,
No, Joe, no, you don't.
I'm part Irish, and I'm also part German. You know, so believe me, you can make a lot of jokes on my end. You know.
Top of the morning, Nine Fury.
No, you have to end that with Hi Hitler.
Yeah.
Oil Hitler.
I beg again, YouTube, please don't ban me.
Hi, Hitler. No, he's low. He's been buried for some time. Low Hitler. It's like me. I'm half Italian, half Spanish, so I can do a nice rumba and also throw a pizza in the air.
You know, that might be a good gimmick, Joe.
I already done that. In my neighborhood, we all sound like Tony Danza. Hey, yo, Vinny.
Hey, yo.
Speaking of which, hey, Lance.
Yo.
Hey, yo. Are you here to see WGS? Or are you here to see the HWR?
Survey says.
Here you go. Scott
One
Hall.
more for the politically incorrect podcast.
Pretty much.
You gotta admit, Scott Hall played that Cuban role really well. They gave him the tan with the toothpick and the little S Superman hairdo. It was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, before that, he was like Gator Scott Hall or Scott Gator Hall, whatever the hell he wanted to be called.
Yeah, he was part of Starship Eagle.
Yeah, so, you know what? I hate to say it. He was like, you know, trying to be like Rick Rude was, you know, was rocking that porn stash.
Yes, yes. 70s
Oh, Jesus.
Magnum PI.
Yeah.
That was a porn moustache.
I think I heard DDP wants to call him Magnum Scott Hall.
Hey, here comes the fighty lass.
Is he still clean? Is he still clean, or is he? Did he fall off the wagon again?
I heard his heart. He had a heart episode.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, again, that's from all the drugs.
Yeah,
No, that's from him having a pacemaker.
Yeah.
You know what happened? He went to next to a microwave. He said, "Hey, is this thing set correctly?" Apparently not, Scott. Next time, set the microwave to cook, not your pacemaker.
Exactly.
Use the oven.
Yeah, here's a trivia question. Does anybody remember what Hillbilly Jim was before he became Hillbilly Jim?
Would it have anything to do with what he did in Mid-South Wrestling?
I think this is AWA.
Oh God, I forgot. And I'm a wrestling historian.
That's right. What was his name before he jumped ship from the AWA to the WWF?
I have no idea.
It was a real stupid name because they took it off a motorcycle.
Yay!
Harley
Tamina's
Davidson.
cleaning the house.
Harley Davidson, correct. Why would you name yourself Harley Davidson? I just didn't understand.
He might not have.
Yeah, maybe it was a Vern Gagne thing, but I mean, that was really stupid.
Oh, I would like to be in that position with Natalia.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wait a minute.
Over.
About time Natalia get the win.
Well, she needs to win every now and then again, so she can step on 50,000 times. You know.
And poor Lady Maxine. I feel so bad for Becky.
Is that like the new Four Horsemen of Women right there?
That's actually they were doing the NXT.
Hey, I think that was James at ringside. Did you guys see that?
James who?
I know I didn't. So I'm
Lance saw it, right?
No, I hadn't seen him, but yeah.
There's a guy that looks just like James out there.
Yeah, there he is. I've just seen him.
There you go.
with his WWE hat on
Where?
Front
in the
row.
audience.
No,
Just
well,
after-
obviously the
just
audience.
after
I
it
didn't think he'd
shows
be
you-
in the ring.
Just after it showed you the replay of the 3 count.
Yeah. What's the
I
replay?
saw it.
Let's up.
Except for James don't wear glasses anymore.
Hey, it's vintage James.
Vintage.
Yeah.
Superman
She
James.
was
James Ellsworth needs to go back to the Indies.
Round and round.
Yeah, James needs to go away.
You know what?
You know
it's
what?
funny?
Actually, both of them need to go away. Both James and fucking Carmella.
Okay, she just submitted to the sharpshooter, and yet Becky is standing up with the other two. She should
With
be
no problem.
rolling. Look, it says "I am," and they show Nikki Bella. I am a slut.
You know
I
what,
have no wrestling talent.
Joe?
I'm here because I sleep with everybody, and I got plastic boobs.
I'm here because I blew John Cena.
There you go.
Joe, back in the day.
Hey, come on, guys. Now she's getting married to him.
Yeah, okay.
She can legally blow him.
It's weird because guys who used to get beat up back in the days used to get taken out in stretchers all the time.
Oh yeah.
They didn't even get beat up that bad.
Oh, hey, people used to submit to Rick Martel when he did the Boston Crab, and they had to wait for a while. They played it up that the guy had to wait a little bit before he got up and needed help to go to the back.
No, they do that. They get up right away, like nothing ever happened.
Yeah. Unfortunately, selling is a very rare talent these days.
It really is.
You know, I mean, seriously, I mean, you look at somebody like Roman Reigns, who's supposedly injured. You know, he's all taped up. 1 minute he's limping, next minute he's fucking power slamming a guy fucking 300 pounds. How the fuck is that supposed to work?
I remember when Chris Adams got blinded. He used to go out in public with the things over his eyes just to go to the store so they believed the story.
Hell, the Sandman, when he was blinded, he stood home.
Yes.
Well, that's just because he wanted to drink beer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but even you know, look at Seth Rollins. You know, when Samoa Joe debuted and attacked him and took him out, and they're saying you're never gonna make it to WrestleMania. You're never gonna make it to WrestleMania. It's like, okay, right then and there, I knew it was kayfabe. They try to make it like, oh well, he tweaked it. We're not sure. Bullshit. You don't attack somebody's knee after the fact if he has a legitimate injury. No way. When they start attacking an injury part, you know there's nothing wrong with it.
Correct.
Well, actually, there is logic for that because if you do that, it's basically you're trying to re-injure the knee. Yeah. What?
Oh no, I get the concept, but you know, it's just I have to admit Rollins did sell it well. I'll give it to that because there were a couple of times where I was in question, but once he'd started doing the match, you know, you knew he was fine. I mean, obviously you can't limp around the whole entire match. So you're gonna say it's you know, I mean, I do the suspension of disbelief where I say, you know what, it's the adrenaline that's making a move. You know.
Looks like Seth Rogen's about to defend his U.S. title.
This might be one of the better matches of the night.
Yeah.
And at Backlash, I plan on ending another career, and this time it's gonna be AJ Styles.
Andy's a closet Kevin Owens fan.
Yeah, I worship the ground this bloke's got coming to him. All 6 foot deep of it.
Oh, just admit you love. You probably got a whole closet full of Kevin Steen memorabilia.
I'm his only
Chauncey,
fan.
You don't make any sense. Chauncey just says, I got a good plan. What if Matt Hardy version 1 came back?
Oh God, no.
Oh hell no.
You know, it was worse than that. Is when Matt Hardy went to TNA and he was like doing the "I am iconic," and it was like, you know, he tried to make himself out to be like the best wrestler in the world, and I'm like, no, you're like the Marty Jannetty of the Hardy Boys.
I can go one step further, Rick. Cold-blooded Matt Hardy.
I mean, like I said, when he did the Broken Hardy, I thought it was pretty decent. And here's a piece of trivia for you guys. WWE watched the Impact Compound match because Matt Hardy gave it to them. Gave it to, I think it was Chris Jericho, before it even aired, before it even came close to airing. And then a couple weeks later, WWE decided to do the same thing.
Kevin Owens last week, which called AJ that match against Jinder Mahal. Big shot to the right knee for the United States Championship of AJ Styles. We talked to AJ Styles earlier today. He said he's fine. He said he's 100% ready to go. It's all about the United States Championship side. Yeah, but Kawhi Leonard would tell you he was fine too. Pop still isn't been playing him, and is still going to call to the series. You wonder if this is going to cost AJ Styles this match. Of course he's going to.
Yeah, my little granddaughter, her name is Amber Jade. I'm going to get her some AJ Styles gloves so she can hold it up and say AJ.
I have some.
I got his shirt, his Don't Want None shirt. I like the new one that he's got.
The red one?
Yeah. Although he definitely needs to cut his fucking hair, man. This, you know, the soccer mom thing, mullet ain't working. I liked it when he was starting to grow it. If he cut like a couple of inches off it, it wouldn't be so bad because he's always like whipping his hair back. And it's like every time I see it, I'm like, oh god, that looks like a chick.
Yeah,
but you know what?
It's bad. Is sometimes they don't actually have any say so in changing their appearances like that. Because Lance went into ECW before he actually came out. They actually, the long hair he used to have, they made him cut it all off before he actually went out there that night.
Huh.
He told me so himself.
No, like I said, I agree that, you know, they don't always have a chick, you know, but I think if they said, hey, you know, if he came and said, look, you know what, I need to get a few inches off this fucking thing, I don't think they would object. You know what I mean? It's one of the situations that right now, AJ is pretty much, he's a top-rated guy. He is definitely made the top 5. You know, everybody said that when he was going to come to WWE, when he would make it, he was going to go nowhere. And you know what? He shot right to the fucking top.
In a short time, too.
Yeah, well, again, because, you know what I mean? He wasn't just a face of TNA. He was a face no matter wherever he went. He was a high-profile wrestler.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor. New Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know any place where he went that he has not won a title or has been a main eventer. And, you know, I remember when they did that with John Cena was trying to do like a semi-heel speech where he was saying, you know, you're not even close to my level. I wish he came back and said, you know what, when it comes to you being a celebrity and you going on talk shows, you're right. When it comes to wrestling, you're not even close to my level, which is the truth.
But Vince would never let that happen.
Oh, absolutely, because right now, John Cena is still the walking billboard. You know? He doesn't need any more title runs. He broke Ric Flair's record, which is all that really needs to be done. Now, he needs to just go be like The Rock. Go away, and unfortunately make those few appearances.
And he says he's... Take Nikki with you. Take Nikki with you.
And you know what?
And play with Barbie's plastic boobs.
Yeah. And you know the thing is, if they get married, when they do get married, I would love to see the size of the fucking, the contract, promptu contract.
Oh, she's probably gonna have to sign a prenup, probably the thickness of War and Peace.
Yeah, no shit. I was gonna say the Yellow Pages, but that works too. Yeah, I think that's why Cena never wanted to get married, because he figures if he gets divorced, he's got to pay a shitload of money. I don't know if he had to with his previous wife.
From what I hear, he lost his ass in that one.
What he did to Chris Jericho a few weeks ago.
And again, that's why he doesn't want the not wanting kids. I think again he's too much about himself, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him, but I think that's why he doesn't want kids. Or it could be maybe he'll want kids after he retires. Because if you noticed, a lot of wrestlers who have kids, they tend to resent them because they don't spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cody or Dustin had heat with Dream for a little bit because he wasn't there.
Hell, Ric Flair and his kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hell, Jamie Dundee, Bill Dundee.
Most prestigious titles in the history of sports entertainment.
What do you guys think? They keep the title on Owens or they drop it to AJ?
Drop it to AJ.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what?
AJ.
No, I think AJ is going to get the win. I'm not sure of the title. Because I think, if anything, they're going to want to make this go a little bit longer. So,
At the same time, Kevin Owens.
will he eventually win the title from him? Yeah, but if the chances for him winning it tonight, I'm going to do on the odds of him taking the title home. I'll say 70-30.
Fine in that sequence. The longer it goes on, the more the condition on that right leg will reveal itself.
What are they chanting?
Stupid idiot.
You stupid idiot.
The Jericho chant.
At least the fans are legit here in this match.
Yeah.
See, now here's a match that finally the fans are not, like in a coffin somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, this right now, I'm in the middle of posting it, but this so far is the best match of the night.
Oh, beautiful.
WWE. The rookie here for WWE. For decades in sports entertainment.
I love AJ's drop kicks. Now, those are masterpieces.
Yeah, I think only one person could probably compare to him to drop kicks. And I'll say today is actually no. I'd say both Ziggler and Orton. Orton has a pretty nasty drop kick too.
Yeah.
But how would you compare them to a Mr. Perfect or Paul Roma?
I'd put them in the same area, same category.
Or even a jumping Jim Brunzell.
Yeah.
You know who has the best all-time drop kick?
Chauncey, what the hell are you talking about?
Jerry Lawler.
I honestly don't remember any of his drop kicks, but so I won't argue it.
Yeah, Jerry the King Lawler can drop kick you in your ankle.
No, it's just it ain't the prettiest drop kick you ever damn seen in your life. He can get up there, but
you can't deliver it.
Check the chat room in Skype.
I know, I saw that.
I like when I was able to actually get Billy to crack when I said it.
Live chat reaction.
How do I bring up the chat on this guy? Oh, I see.
actually a mutual respect among warriors sometimes, but there's no.
See, Kevin Owens is the old school heel. He knows how to play the fans. He knows where his ring presence is. He is. He knows how to work that ring.
Andy, what the hell's wrong with you?
A lot.
You know what, Billy? If you have not figured that out by now, you never will. It's just that simple.
I mean, this is the son of a bitch you're talking to.
One thing that, Kevin Owens to defeat Chris Jericho with the United States Championship, he truly wanted to end the show. Down in, there's the style. Pinfall. Oh, and a senton. And follows it up with another one. 60 plus pounds. For the third time. Over here, Styles is still in it.
Did I miss anything interesting?
So far, it's a decent match. I mean, it's well-worked match. They're doing pretty much the, really high spots, good spots, and then they're going to do the work down moves. So it's so far to me, it's the best match of the night.
Yep.
He gets back to his feet. Trying to fly KO off. Gonna get the not much. The elbow from underneath the chin here. And Kevin Owens pops it one more time. Now Owens. Oh, what the heck? And a kick stuns the champion. That's what we talked about earlier, the ability to strike quickly. Yeah, and more importantly, it bought AJ some time right now when he badly needs it. Kevin Owens back up to his feet. Oh, man. Shots here in the middle of the ring. AJ Styles getting the advantage. Oh, and unloads with some strikes and a clothesline. Strike fist by Styles. Owens goes down. Styles. Oh, right in with a forearm. Kick out.
You can tell everyone's interested in this match because no one's talking.
It's a good match.
No, do you know when? I think it was Rick that said AJ Styles reminds him of a soccer mom.
Yep.
Look at the chat room.
Oh God. Actually, Andy, you're the Skype chat room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Jesus Christ, Andy. What the fuck? Andy, you gotta post that in the HWR chat room. Post that shit. That's just hilarious.
That is a funny picture. I like that. That was awesome.
See, now this is a damn good match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can count on AJ Styles and Kevin Owens to give you a good damn match.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. AJ looks like he's actually spotting his. I think he tweaked it. I didn't catch at what point where he did, but. I mean, I'm sure he'll be able to finish it, but he definitely tweaked.
We're wondering. Looks like it is.
It was kayfabe selling it well.
Andy, watch the video stream.
But Owens got go up on his feet for a moment.
Oh, maybe it was.
Man, over here, this could be it for Styles.
I like the damn. This is match of the night.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, like I said, I think he might have just tweaked it, but not like really, because it just looked like after he walked it off, he was fine.
Lance, can you see the live stream?
That's great. That's a great picture.
So would that be the soccer club?
Yeah, the soccer club. I love it.
Bet you don't put the Kevin Owen one on, Billy.
See, now that's called ring presence. They know where they are in that ring.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know the good thing about this, you know that they practice this so it doesn't look like it's choreographed.
Yeah.
Well, these two guys might actually be able to do calling in ring.
Exactly.
Because let's face it, these two guys have been doing it for what, close to 16 years?
Just about.
Actually, AJ, wasn't he signed to WCW for a cup of coffee?
Yeah, around 2000, 2001.
Oh God, no.
Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, nope. The kayfabe in the knee.
Yep.
So first he was tweaking it, now he's selling it. Like he just when it first started off, I thought he honestly looked like he had hurt his leg. Oh.
It's work.
Yeah, but he like I said, he did a great job. Once I realized that he went into the steps, I'm like, okay, he sold it, but I bought a hook, line, and sinker until that point.
You got the leg under the rope. Cannonball.
No, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. What is that, half a Boston crab?
Yeah, half crab.
A half crab.
You know, in a way, Kevin Owens reminds me of an old Ole Anderson. When he finds a weakness, he goes for that.
Yeah.
I know of Ole Anderson, but I'll be honest with you, I've never really followed him that well.
All right, so he's like Arn Anderson.
Well,
pick a body part and work on it. That's a smart wrestler.
Yeah. I love Arn Anderson. And I think he was the only consistent one aside from Ric Flair that was a part of the Horsemen. I mean, we saw, like Horsemen come and go, but I've always liked Anderson when he was wrestling. He was that great technical wrestler, had a few big spots, but not that many. And then, like you said, he just worked you over.
That's right. Not that many people know, but in WCW, he actually got a pin over Hogan.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. He actually got a 1-2-3 on Hulk Hogan.
Was this during the NWO era, or did I miss,
No, that was when Hogan first came in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like in 94?
Yeah, around that time frame. Now, granted, he didn't beat him by himself. He got help from Flair.
He got help, but he still got the 1-2-3 pin, which was like kind of amazing for Arn Anderson,
Yeah, well, it's a similar thing, like I said, with AJ. He beat Cena 3 times. Grant the first time was heel. The first time was a heel. The second time, it was a clean win, and the third time was the triple threat. But once you knew Cena came back, and he won that title match because quote unquote he's John Cena, you knew Cena was gonna win.
Yeah.
But ooh,
oh, there it is. There it is. Leg gave out. Yeah, okay. That's it.
Still nice though. You know what I mean? Like I said, he can still.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, now this, I don't mind seeing them kick out because they still telling the story.
He missed that whole rope.
No, I think it was the knee thing. That's what, like I said, it was a sell. It was,
Yeah, it was a nice sell right there.
Andy, that's not going up on YouTube.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Andy, what the hell did you do?
What?
A good picture.
Kevin Owens.
Are you trying to put those leaked photos up?
Now we know who's been leaking them. Andy,
exactly.
No, these are definitely. Charlotte has been saying that all these leaked photographs are fake.
They are.
No, she said it was her, actually. It's like, I can't believe my private stuff got leaked.
You know
these are definitely not fake. It'd take too much time in Photoshop fake them fuckers.
I saw one picture, and I looked.
That's horrible looking.
And there was most of them were just garbage. There was one that was absolutely perfect, and even the guy said a fake. He was Photoshopped Charlotte.
Have a look at them that I've just put. None of them are photoshopped. I'll guarantee you that.
Are they in the?
You know what?
They taken about 5 or 6 years ago. They're not recent.
Oh.
Reed Flair looked really good in that picture. Nice boobs.
You must not have seen the one I saw.
Oh, Chancey just put in the chat room #beat
Nope, I'm going to tell you why. Because she doesn't have a tattoo. That tattoo? She does not. She has a side.
Is it me or does her body look like it belongs on a 60-year-old? I mean,
yeah.
You leave Reed Flair alone.
Listen,
no, but you watch. Okay, these are older pictures, and she supposedly has a tattoo on the side. And yes, it does. It looks like a 50-year-old woman.
She does have that script on her side.
Does she?
Yeah.
I don't know, because that looks like she looks like shit.
Yeah, they were taken in, I think it's 2008. Most of them were taken in 2008 when she was a nobody.
Yeah, but even so, look, again,
gentlemen,
you have that side tattoo, which is not.
She does have 2 side tattoos.
I know that, but the one on the wrists.
There's one that looks like a heart.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Check on the YouTube chat. Chauncey has a message for you.
You know what? While we got this quick break here, while we're watching this good match.
Super right on the.
I gotta say one thing, guys. What are your feelings on Ringing Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus finally closing up shop?
Should have done it years ago.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's another American tradition that has
got me first hashtag.
No, it's animal cruelty, Joe. Animal cruelty. That's what that was. Animals in captivity for people's amusement, for other people to make millions off of them.
Yeah. Have you ever watched any of the documentaries behind the circuses?
Oh, yeah. I understand. Yeah, believe me, I agree. But still, growing up as a kid looking to go to the circus, they could have done other things. It's just, it's piss poor that we have that another iconic history, American history, is gone.
With all the money Charlotte Flair's had, don't you think she could have had that thing taken off her chin?
You mean the rest of her body?
Lindsay's cock.
Like Uncle Buck said, go down to the square and have a rat and all that thing off your face.
You know what? Hold on. Wait. How is this an older photo? You said photo. Wait. When were these taken? Back in the 80s?
2008.
Really? Well, explain to me why are all they have the new WWE logo?
No, the top ones, the naked ones, the other ones are new. 2008, the top ones are.
Well, in 2008 they had that logo, didn't they?
No, they didn't. The
No.
new one. No, that came out in 2014, maybe 2015.
The old
No.
shitty photographs in the bathroom are 2008. All the rest are recent.
But exactly, the 2008. Oh, hold on.
Because if you notice, as the photographs go down, she gets more and more tattoos.
Hold on.
What happened here? Count out. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
He got hung up on the damn cord?
No, Kevin Owens put him up that way. But you know what? It's a smart move because,
like I said, yeah, they're gonna make it go longer.
And that's a wise thing.
Somebody all the way at the bottom of the pictures put, yuck, she's got the body of a 70-year-old woman.
Leave Moolah out of this.
Oh, geez. Horrible.
I like this match. Rick, match of the night.
Yes.
So far, yeah.
So far.
No, I can't see any of the other matches coming up close. There's nobody else that's got any decent skills that's going to come anywhere near close.
I mean, if Randy had somebody in there that was worth a damn, he might have a shot. But since it's gender, no way.
I don't know. Like I said, it all depends on how they do it. You know, I'm interested in watching it that way, but
it's definitely an interesting match. It's just, a jobber getting a title shot is basically what that is.
Hey, it's a real Rocky situation. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I kind of have a feeling Jinder's going to pick up the win, but dirty.
oh yeah, if I think he'll win. If not, Bray Wyatt might. No way. Wyatt went over to Raw, didn't he?
Yeah. I think his bodyguards are going to cost Randy the title.
It's definitely going to be a heel win.
Those guys are not bodyguards. He's bigger than both of them.
Well,
hey, everybody needs stooges.
Okay, the two jabronis he has.
All right, thank you.
Everybody needs stooges.
Man, if you call them bodyguards, he's in a lot of trouble.
Well, I mean, why the hell did Brock need J&J security? I mean, come on.
Yeah, horrible. And JBL became one hell of a commentator, huh?
Now that's funny.
Oh, unbelievable. I was telling Joe the other day. I was out in Arizona with the family, and we went to go look at property, and we were dealing with this real estate person while we were still in New York. So her name was Colleen DiBiase. So when I got to talking to her, I asked, I said, how many people chopped up that last name DiBiase? She goes, plenty, until I tell them that my brother-in-law is the $1 million man. I was like, oh, even better.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a small world that I'll go cross country and I end up being with the real estate lady who's actually related to Ted DiBiase.
So you're moving to Arizona?
Well, we're thinking about it. Let's say we saw some property out there. We kind of like what we saw. The price was real reasonable, you know. I figure I got another 5 years before my son graduates. Another couple of years till I retire from the department. So,
you know what?
Quiet.
Maybe these are legit.
Huh?
Oh, I'm still talking about looking at the Shaolin images because there were a whole bunch that were like fake.
Somebody's got a boner.
I think
No,
so.
actually, I
Yeah,
don't. No,
you
I'm.
leave Reed Flair alone, damn it.
Reed is dead. Okay, but Reed.
We still say he's transitioned to
You know,
Charlotte.
her tits not even that bad, but I'm like, if you look around her fucking.
Compared to Tara Reid, no.
Well, saying that, Luke Harper got wood.
You think?
If that's what you want to look at when you see Luke Harper, good for you.
Look at his Titantron, Lance.
You know what? Now that's a better look for him.
I like that one. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, with the cross-eyed, yeah.
No, the way his hair is more trimmed.
A little bit more clean cut, but
Yeah.
he's still rough around the edges.
You know what? And I gotta say, he reminds me a lot of Bruiser Brody.
Yes, Bruiser. I was just about to say that he does.
Well, I think even when he was like doing the kind of the dirty ass like a wife beater and the shirt, I think a lot of people still saw him as a Bruiser Brody.
Oh yeah.
So,
Hell,
but yeah.
in his indie work, they did.
What was it? Brodus Clay? What was his name?
No, Bruiser Brody.
It was not the Funkadactyl or Funkasaur.
Okay.
Brody Lee, I think.
You make the list.
Are you trying to be a comedian?
No, I was talking about I don't know if you watched this whole Talking Smack segment. And Eric Owens goes, you know what happens when you leave the Wyatt family? And it's like, oh God, So first thing that came to my mind is you just made the list.
Okay, now he's turned into a steampunk.
He's a guy that could Rollins can team up with Baron Corbin. This is a match.
Big guys.
Now, here's a match that nobody cares about.
One of these guys should be going for the world title. I mean, even though they won't win it, at least it'll be good competition for the champ. These are big guys over here.
But you know what? Nobody cares for them. This is a match that, okay, time to go get something to eat.
Exactly. It's one of those whatever
matches.
Whoever wins. I'm just going to go take a dump while this match is going on.
Chauncey says hashtag beat up Randy Orton. Chauncey, you never liked Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Well, we know who he's pulling for in the title match.
I mean, can this match be any slower?
Yeah. Well, they probably had this match just to kind of slow things down for the main event. Because they already had that, the Styles Owens match, which is great. So, but yeah, so far, it's been a shit show.
I'm gonna go wash some clothes while this match is going on.
You know what? I'm gonna watch my cat fucking eat.
Put it on camera. It's more exciting than this match.
Shit. Like a joke. Actually, give me 1 sec, guys. I will be back.
It's Uncle Elmer versus Hillbilly Jim. And the sad thing is, the real Uncle Elmer and Hillbilly Jim would have done a better match if Uncle Elmer wasn't dead.
Even if he was.
He is dead, Uncle Elmer.
I mean, even if he is, they'd probably have a better match.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
Hell, Bruiser Brody and Uncle Elmer can have a better match than this.
Clearly stinging from the
And let that sink in for a second.
Oh, the match is still on?
Yeah.
You know, if you look at Eric Rowan's beard, that's actually proof that he doesn't have a soul.
You know what? If him and Becky Lynch got together, they'll have orange kids.
Huh.
Well, with enough hair dye.
Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. Backlash. But it's SmackDown Live.
Yeah, basically this is like a main event for SmackDown.
You know, I'm surprised they didn't play the angle where Bray Wyatt is watching this whole match.
What's the point? Bray's not on SmackDown anymore.
Oh, they got him in Raw now?
Yeah.
That's a
And
set.
the premise behind this is Rowan is still mad at Harper for leaving the family.
Isn't it the other way around?
No, Luke Harper left the family.
Oh, he's kind of excommunicated.
Yeah. Turned on Bray and everything to us. Eric Rowan's pissed at him. And we have a beard lock.
What do you guys think if I did my my future videos, my wrestling reviews, what a setup, like what I'm doing with the live stream?
Yeah.
Like something similar to it.
Good luck.
Get yourself a green screen too, Billy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where.
It's
Walmart.
easy. Yeah, Walmart.
Something like that.
You know what? You can go to Billy. Go to like a Dollar General or whatever dollar store you have next to you. There's those big paper cardboards. If you get like a neon green cardboard and tape them all together and hang it behind you, that can be used as a green screen.
Green, blues.
Yep, green is much better.
Studio,
and if you,
the studio where I do the live Thursday show, they use a blue screen.
Yep, ready.
Couldn't hold him up. Pushes him to the ropes. Down.
Jesus Christ, it's still going?
Yes.
It's more painful than my divorce.
It's more painful than my marriage.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, they really, something's going on out there. This match is like a little too long for its nature. It should have been over a while ago.
Yeah. They must have had something with like not a lot of time. The problem is they.
I mean, come on.
I don't know. They just.
Go ahead.
Nothing is getting done, and the fucked up part is lately I've been liking SmackDown more than Raw, and it's just.
Yes. So it is not even Andre and Big John Studd went this long.
Well, honestly, I don't think they could have.
You know, then again, let's face it, sometimes every brand has a dud show.
Hey, but come on, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is
true. I'm saying every now and then, sometimes a dud.
You know, I mean, I'll say with the exception of maybe some of the bigger match, you know, like bigger pay-per-views, these filler matches are like, you know, I'd say it's like kind of like, you know, like SmackDown Plus or Raw Plus. You know?
Look, man. I mean, this match should have been before the United States title match.
This should have been a kickoff match.
It's something.
I want to say kickoff, but curtain jerker definitely.
I mean, you're gonna put this right after a good U.S. title match?
Well, again, it pretty much the scenario is that was a high. Now, imagine going into a main event, which could very well be just as good of a match. It kind of steals the thunder. You don't think so?
Jinder Mahal. Well, are you serious? No.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. Since they've done this new push, I watched him a little bit more closely, and, he's not a bad worker. I'm interested in seeing how it plays out.
Yeah, so am I. Let's see. It all depends how much they want to be in the Indian market.
Well,
yeah.
They are touring to India.
Exactly. So to have this guy as the world champ in India is going to bring in a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they're suggesting he could win. And again, he'll probably get the heel win. The real question is, how long will he hold on to it?
When does the India tour end?
Like in a month?
Yeah.
Then that's when he's going to drop it.
If he does, then you know what? That'll be the highlight of his career, and it's all downhill from there.
That's it. That's it.
Well, from a guy that went from 3MB to world champion, that's a pretty big jump.
Oh, come on. Well, okay.
What about what Drew McIntyre did as Drew Galloway?
Well, he had to wait, but he had to go to.
I'm talking about doing it in the same company.
Yeah. He had to go out and redefine himself, because when you go to other places such as TNA, Ring of Honor, I would guess they're a little bit more open to variety. Now Drew Mac, when he was doing the whole Chosen One gimmick when he first came out, it was working and it was selling. But I think when he got in that whole domestic fight,
and got his ass whooped.
Yeah, well, he didn't fight back because he didn't believe in a woman. Basically,
there's
various stories.
One, and then the other is Taryn Terrell just beat the shit out of him.
And you know what, though? But I mean, you have a woman, she's going to hit you a few times. You going to hit her back?
No, but I at least go to restrain.
Yeah, but that's when things sometimes heighten. You put, you pin her, and then all of a sudden she's hitting you. Next thing you know, you're throttling her by the throat. So
that's one way to get her to calm down.
But the whole thing is, if it keeps on going, she's not like like Alexa Bliss is only 5'1", 100 pounds. She was a good sized woman, and she was fit.
Yeah, and
so it's like I said. But ever since that happened, his career went south. But when went out, we're talking about Drew McIntyre when he started to lose his streak lose his push after he had that issue with his then wife Taryn Terrell.
Oh yeah.
So I think like I said, when he went to TNA and he became Drew Galloway, he really created that new persona. Yeah. I think it worked. But but the thing is, he almost reminded me of another version of, or either way, however you want to put it, of Brian Kendrick. Kind of just like they're really rough around the edges. Now, I won't say methodical, but they definitely, have that darkness in them. Yep. But I think that Galloway pulled it off better.
Oh, hell yeah. Then again, who's back at the company? Both of them.
So.
You know who I wish WWE would sign back?
Who's that?
Morrison.
Who?
John Morrison.
John Morrison.
John Morrison? Yeah, but the problem is
that they much money at Lucha Libre, Eddie.
Well, not to mention, it's less dates. You know what I mean? If he wants to pick up an indie show in between, he can.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think a lot of wrestlers, when they work for the WWE for a while, because you want to get to that because that's the ultimate goal. But you're working 300 days a year, where, I don't know what the average indie wrestler works.
It just depends. And it's, with a name like his, he probably works more than your run of the mill.
Put it like this: a name talent, he's going to work at least 2 to 3 times a month,
Exactly.
and that's it.
Yeah, because they got to make that money. Whereas, let's just say, a no-name indie guy, he has no choice. It's either that, where you have like an indie wrestler who will wrestle a couple of times a month, but he needs a real 9-to-5 job at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think Axel Rotten said it best. It was during one of our first interview with him, and he said there's a difference between an indie wrestler and a pro wrestler. If you're indie, if you're wrestling 2 or 3 promotions and you need a job outside that, you're an independent. You are not a professional. Period.
Yeah. Now, if you're doing it, and if you're doing 2 or 3 and you don't, yeah, that's professional. I'm sitting here looking at Morrison's Wikipedia page. So I'm curious about the weight because, let's face it, he's lean as hell.
Yeah.
If he cut 5 pounds, he could rule the cruiserweight division.
But I think he's happy where he is.
Touch him.
There are wrestlers who just, what? It's like, yeah, you know what? I was with the WWE. Yeah, they're a big name, but, one, you get lost in the shuffle, and 2, you have...
The best comment I've ever heard off any wrestler, and this is a guy that's probably brassed off that the WWE let him go, but I watched an interview with Paul London, and he's as bitter as shit. But at the end of the day, he said he went to the pearly gate, the golden pearly gates as he called them, and thought, all my dreams have come true. And within 6 months of being there, he thought, this is too much. This is way too much.
Yeah, because we have no
comment in the chat room.
Because they rule your life. They don't just tell you when you wrestle. They tell you what you can smoke, what you can drink, who you can talk to, what you can do with your family. And if you can't act that, you'll never be a big-time wrestler.
Andy, you want to read the latest comment in the chat room for me?
I actually agree with that.
Why? What's the comment?
Brock shouldn't have the title.
I agree. Yeah,
He shouldn't. The only trouble is that fans still cheer for him when he comes back and count how many F5s he can, like knobheads. So
let me say this. When Brock had the WWE title and it was gone for 3 months, it sucked. I thought it was like it wasn't neat, but then in retrospect, looking back, I understand why, because they needed to build new names. They needed to build wrestlers because a lot of the other ones that were top of the mill were starting to leave. Punk left. You had Daniel Bryan who was injured. You had Bryan who was injured. And there was just people that just started to slow down. So they needed this to push that next generation, which is why they had to give the title. Now, the Raw title means shit. It's a fucking joke. I can't call it the Universal title. I call it the Raw title. Because once the brands get back together, that thing's going to fucking disappear like a fart.
It's gone like a freight train.
Yeah.
Please, can you read the next comment?
I agree with that too.
The Hardcore Championship needs to come back. The only trouble with the Hardcore Championship, and I agree, it does need to come back. Who's going to fight for it?
Yeah.
We ain't got no hardcore wrestlers, and we can't have blood. Can't hit people with chairs.
Exactly.
It's going to be a lame-ass title.
Can't hit him in the head with them.
Yeah. And like I said, the only way that would work is...
they need drop,
I would rather see a TV
PG. That's what they need, drop.
No, they won't.
WWE need to get it in their heads that kids do not enjoy wrestling anymore. It's adults.
No. Kids are growing up liking the new wrestlers, like the Daniel Bryans and shit. By the time, they get to our age, certain wrestlers are going to be, that are now just considered breaking out, will be legends.
Have you noticed something, though? WWE are promoting this. Oh, we're not going to show the little children, people getting hit over the head with chairs, because they'll copy it. We're not going to show people bleeding.
No, actually,
because
that's not true.
little kids will copy it. The thing
No.
is now, there's more little kids committing suicide than ever.
Well, hold on. Well, let me say this. First and foremost, when it comes to the chair shots to the head, that became a policy because they were getting, they were getting a lot of massive concussions. So WWE has been, realizing, okay, maybe for the first few years it's not going to be nothing, but when it happens over a span of 15 to 20 years, it becomes a major health issue. That's why they're saying, no, sorry. That's why they stopped the curb stomp. Same thing. They don't want any severe head injuries. Pile drivers, you almost never see them.
Well, that's mainly because people don't know how the hell to take it.
And in the state of Louisiana, it's been actually legally banned from all wrestling promotions.
I mean, when I was little, they used to put these ads right, don't try this at home. And we all did. We all had a good laugh about it and one thing and another. And like everything else, if you're a child and you do something and you break your brother's leg, you think, oh, that was wrong. So you don't do it again. No. So I don't really think by not putting it on the television, kids aren't going to try it because every game that a child plays is violent.
Yeah. Lance, what do you think
there
about
are more violent video games than there are Super Mario games.
Oh, well, on a side note, I don't know if you guys caught the interview about what you guys saw Randy Orton's entrance at WrestleMania, right? That long, huge strip with the snake or the viper. What?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Randy Orton says, he goes, I couldn't stand it. He goes, it looked like a big sperm. He hated it. And that's one thing I love about Randy Orton. He's like, I don't give a shit. He goes, I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
That's why he's still a top guy. Nobody put it better than Jake the Snake Roberts. If you can't go up to Vince and give him the middle finger, you shouldn't be in the WWE because you're not hard enough.
Well, that's what CM Punk would do. Creative.
You've got to be prepared to stand up for your values and not be. That's why Dolph Ziggler's going nowhere because he licks Vince's ass crack.
Hell, that's why Shawn Michaels basically became Shawn Michaels, because back in the day, he was the only one who had the balls to go and say, pull up.
But according to wrestlers, Shawn Michaels got the biggest brown tongue on the planet.
Well, hey, he's also the only one that would go in and tell Vince to fuck you.
But Punk would also, like CM Punk, he would walk up, like creative would give him like a script of what he's supposed to say, and he goes, and right in front of him, I'd rip it up. He goes, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. If they don't like it, they're going to fire me. And, I mean, I think even on a personal level, CM Punk is an asshole, which is probably why he did so well as a heel.
Yeah.
Well, I've always liked CM Punk, but the more I've seeing videos, people that know him as a friend, they all say he's like that in real life. He is a jerk off. He won't sign autographs.
Nope.
Well, if you're referring to the airport thing...
No, in general, if you go up to CM Punk when he's not wrestling, which he isn't wrestling now, he won't sign an autograph. If he's not actually fighting a UFC, he won't sign an autograph. And the reason why he won't... I agree slightly... But I think it's wrong. When you're a celebrity, you should be prepared to sign an autograph 365 days a year, 7 days a week.
I agree.
That's your role, to pay back the public, give them your autograph. His attitude is, I'm not giving some fat arse lowlife who hasn't got a job my autograph so he can sell it on eBay for $30.
That's
a bad attitude.
You know what, though? And again, I'm going to tell you, I have a book, Mick Foley's book, where he signed it. And I even have a picture of him signing it. Now, most fans
would not sell that.
Exactly, no, they're not going to sell it. It's his just reasoning. He truly hates he says this thing whenever somebody asks him a question that he doesn't like. Oh, you must be one of my Twitter fans. It's like he loves the negativity. How AJ Lee is with him is beyond me because she's a totally different person.
Lucky motherfucker.
That song that said opposites attract.
You know what? Though,
When
that's
Paul
not true.
Abdul was still good looking.
You know, they attract, but doesn't mean they stay together.
As soon as ever she matures
Well,
and
he
she
must have
grows
a
up, she won't
fetish for
stay with
little
them.
girls.
You know, you keep saying that, and I'm like, if that's the case, then fine. You can call me a pedophile in that aspect. You know?
She is.
AJ Lee is good looking.
AJ Lee to me is Paige. Very immature for her age.
Exactly.
As soon as ever she grows up, she'll realise that CM Punk is the worst thing she's ever done.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I agree with you there, yes.
And Paige with Alberto Del Rio, as soon as ever she realises, but she's too thick because she's British. She's too thick to realise that she's fucked her career up big time.
Yeah. I saw something that somebody put on Alberto Del Rio's Twitter page, or Alberto Del Patron, You Ruined page, and then Alberto put in, I'll show you pictures of how I ruined her in my bedroom. And then underneath that said, with the way things are going, we might actually be able to see pictures of that.
No, here's, hold on. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Periscope.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Have you seen some of the shit that he did, all right?
No, I've heard, though.
Okay.
And she's
I saw it. So, somebody walks up and talks to him. I mean, I'm sorry, he was using his own account. And he goes, that's right, we just came out of this event. And he goes, and it goes, I can't stand, people are always asking me what happened, up in, the other company. He goes, which company, the guy, the pussy with the big nose. He's a pussy. Yeah, over in Stanford, they're all pussies. And, AJ, and he's pulling Paige close in because she's trying to get off the camera, and she's laughing her ass off.
But when he grabs her, she's looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, and they also speculated that she's pregnant.
Xavier Woods or Alberto Del Rio.
You know what? You gotta feel sorry for people like that, and I don't mean Del Rio. I mean girls like Paige who think that this is the ultimate bad boy, and they hook up with a guy, and then he treats them like shit, and she just thinks of it as okay.
I don't really think if he treated her like shit, she'd actually put up with it.
Yeah.
And does he act like an asshole? Yeah, but
I have one question about Brad Maddox. How?
Well, I think Paige is impressionable. I think
loose as fuck. The word is loose as fuck. You're looking for, Rick. As I said 2 years ago.
She's the modern.
When I saw that interview with her and Stone Cold Steve Austin, she lost any respect that she's ever had from me.
Well, she marked out.
Flirting her dirt, and you don't do that when you're a professional, when you're on camera. Do it behind the screen, you don't do it on screen.
Wait a minute. Okay.
I'm going to say, guys,
say you had an interview with Kylie.
I would not mark out on screen.
Bullshit.
Honestly, I will give you everything I own if I ever marked out on screen because it's unprofessional.
You know what? Can I say something here real quick? The first time I met Sunny, she was introduced to me by Rock and Rebel, and I was like, "Yeah, hell, shit, it's Sunny." Okay, I remember her, blah blah blah, good-looking woman, boom boom boom. But when I talked to her directly, and then I met her, I say, "Oh shit, this is Sunny." It's like a WWE person. But when you're standing in front of them, through the whole conversation, I was like, nice to meet you, Miss Sitch. You don't probably remember me. We, blah 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 in history. And at the end of the conversation, she shot me at the price she wanted. I turned her down, and I said, "Look, this is the real reason for it." And she was very professional. She says, I dealt with indie promoters, and you're the first one who talks to me, not marky, not wanting to jump on my boobs and all that. And I was like, well, hey, this is business.
What year was this?
It's now while, now away from her, I was like, damn, I says, okay, that's Sunny. Boom, 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 boom. But still, it's a situation where if you're really a professional, you know how to present yourself.
Yeah, I've never. There's been people I worked with, as you guys know. I worked with them. Nothing to do with wrestling. The guys from Most Haunted. Most people who are into paranormal shit would die for their autograph. I don't own any of them. I worked with them for a year. It was professional for me. You don't ask somebody you work with for your autograph. I mean, Lance, would you go to your brother or your sister and say, "Wow, can I have your autograph?" You don't. It's just not done. And not the fact that they're not famous doesn't matter. You just don't do it. It's not professional. People you work with, you would never dream. I bet John Cena hadn't got Randy Orton's autograph.
All right, back to...
Now, I know for a fact, because I've seen it in the TV shows, John Cena has got a signed photograph of Jake the Snake. Because he's a wrestling fan. I bet he hasn't got Randy Orton's autograph.
Well, it could be, because he's worked with them.
So professional.
What's a professional? You lost me.
You know what's funny? How we're talking about other subjects compared to this match, and this match sucks.
You know what? No, I disagree. I've been following it, and so far it's not a great match, but it's definitely one of the better matches of the night.
Yeah,
well, not compared to the Owens one.
No, Owens style so far is best match of the night, but I gotta give this a close second, and I have to say that Jinder's upped his game. Yeah, whether this could be a good push or a flash in the pan.
Yeah, but
that remains.
I've seen why he's booked up his game. Look who he's fighting. I mean, as everyone says, people like Shawn Michaels could have a good match with a mop. Randy Orton couldn't have a bad match with anybody. He could have a good match with me.
Okay, anybody want to see if we can set that up?
Yeah. Well, okay, fair enough. Yeah, see, and he has been putting people over. If you notice that a lot, like people like Jericho, Orton.
Yeah. They're all the same era. They're all winding down, so they've got to really get the other guys over.
Yeah,
but they know how to get them over, and he's very good at doing it. Nobody's better than Jericho at getting people over. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, no, I agree with you 100% on that one.
Absolutely.
People slate Jericho, but he's got more people. Look how Kevin Owens is. If it wasn't without Jericho's help, he wouldn't be anywhere. He'd be still jerking a curtain somewhere.
I mean, hell, he was one of the guys that actually helped put Punk on the map.
More time, but Randy Orton gonna try for it up to the way down.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, nice.
I was going to say, I'll guarantee within 3 seconds of him standing on the top rope, he'll do a move because he's not comfortable being on that top rope.
Who's not?
Jinder Mahal, whatever his fucking name is.
Jinder Mahal?
You watch when he gets on the top rope in a man. He's not comfortable doing rope moves. He's like a person walking on a tightrope for the first time. As soon as everybody puts both feet on that rope, he'll be launched.
You leave Haji alone.
He's not comfortable doing
Dr. Quest, Race Bannon. He's making fun of Haji. Call Johnny Quest.
At least you got the ethnicity right this time.
Sim. There you go.
Why did I just do that?
I don't know.
Because you're becoming like us.
Weird.
To me, he looks like he should be sitting in a glass box with Tom Hanks rubbing the outside of the glass.
You got me lost on that one.
Big.
Oh, okay.
Left arm to hook that leg of Jinder.
You know who should be his manager, that Jinder Mahal? He should get that. Davari, exactly.
No, I think the Singh brothers are working for it right now.
Well, the Singh brothers are mostly...
It's from a restaurant.
Well, the Singh brothers are just like tiny little cruiserweights.
What about Davari's brother on 205 Live?
You know who they need to bring back? They do need to bring back that what was his name? Ali Singh or whatever the fucking yeah.
I know where you're going. You're thinking about doing some kind of a group, and the stables like that are very short-lived.
They could bring his brother back, who walks on the top rope like the Undertaker. Have you heard of him? Balancing.
Oh God.
Again, but no. That would almost be like wanting to bring Kanaki back,
No, it'd almost be like wanting to bring Kali back.
Even better.
That should have been his enforcer. Like that. That would have been.
He can't move.
No. These two guys, they're small, but the idea is they're just distracting. And you know what? You don't have to be big to do that. All you have to do is just get the ref's attention or Orton's attention, low blow, shit like that.
If Orton gets hit on the head one more time, he's going to look at the Singh brothers and ask them to pump his car full of gas.
Jesus.
Speaking of pump full of gas.
X-Pac.
No. Gas, not meth. And, no. But how much gas is Jinder on?
Oh, hell. He's on enough. He's not on enough
to the gills.
Oh, there goes one jobber. There goes another jobber. Took them both out.
You want poppadoms?
Yeah, I'll take the extra cheese.
Where's that poo? We need him to manage these guys.
Thank you. Come again.
Or however you reacted.
He should come. He should have a word with David Blaine. He should come to the ring on a flying carpet.
That'd be nice.
Everybody to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, he should have came out to the theme Arabian Nights.
Oh, come on, Joe.
Where's Robin Williams? We need him.
He's dead.
He's smart. He left this world.
I still don't know how Disney's going to have a genie without Robin Williams in that live action version.
Oh, God, no.
CGI.
Yep.
Oh, they can't use Robin Williams. Basically, he had it where he told his family, do not deal with Disney. Do not let them use my likeness for Genie.
Is it just me, or after Randy Orton dumped one of the smaller guys on his head on the announce table, he had a look of, I just did something bad?
It probably did.
Yep. I think in a way he fucked up something, like a finish maybe.
Yeah.
Damn, Randy.
There we go.
Oh!
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude,
Go away. I think you've actually hurt him.
Yeah, I think he actually really did something to him.
Yeah. Randy had that oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
My bad, dude. Did I kill him?
What's his finisher? It looks like a Cobra Clutch Slam.
Some type of...
That's what happens when you have, these super light guys trying to fight with heavyweights.
I mean, they don't. Randy didn't have that much on him. Granted, he's taller than him, but still.
No, he's taller, heavier.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like these two guys are going against Big Show or something.
Look at them all marking out because he's lost. You
Oh
didn't
my
see that
God.
coming. You really didn't see that coming, you marks.
Yeah. It's like, really?
As the other guy said, he's going to do the Indian tour now as a champion.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's the
hey,
tour.
he'll keep it during the tour.
Now, all he has to do is say, thank you, Allah, very much. Thank you, Allah.
Game
Can I
Pro
keep
don't mess
4
with the
weeks?
Maharaja.
Can I
Yeah.
keep it long enough to get the Polaroid photographs developed?
Yeah, these guys are like, I can't believe it. They're like, oh, they're plants?
Or they thought, hey, Ginger's going to job.
No, or that, or, yeah, it's, you know.
I guarantee next pay-per-view, he's like dropping the belt again.
Well, he's gonna
If
Well,
that's
that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, honestly, if they gotta give him a push, I hope it's legit over the, you know, the fucking flash of the pan title run.
Which is probably what he's going to get.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I hope it ain't, but
Because now that he has the titles only change hands via pinfall submission, which means the Singh brothers are gonna be doing, you know, saving him
Running.
quite a few matches.
Run-ins. They've got a pay-per-view, haven't they, in 2 weeks? He'll have to win that one if they have actual
No,
match.
that's a Raw pay-per-view.
yeah.
This is a SmackDown pay-per-view.
It'll happen at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's over.
It ain't shocked the world. That's the new flavor of the month.
Quick question is,
That is he flying out of here in a carpet or a camel?
is Jinder the first person of Indian descent?
No.
No, that Davari guy. That Davari guy, whatever his name is, Ali, didn't him that was with Davari. I can't think of his name.
Muhammad Hassan never had the title.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
No.
Well, you also had the great Khali, who's Indian, and
Yeah.
he was a world champion.
Yeah. No, did he have the world heavyweight or the WWE?
World heavyweight.
Jinder has the actual company belt.
Yeah.
Which is kind of surprising considering, let's face it, Vince can be a racist bastard.
It's
But
put
you
it
know
like
what, though,
this. It's
see-
only for now.
You know what? Yeah, but you know what though? Even Vince, he's slowing down. He's now doing a lot of the other, like, you know, everybody says that, you know, it still goes through him. I think that he has pretty much left Stephanie and Triple H to say, okay, and Shane to say, look, I'm going to trust your judgment, but I'm also going to put my 2 cents in. I don't think it's now where, you know, 5 or 6 years ago where Vince is like, fuck you, I still, you know, you're my bitches, I run the show.
Well, gentlemen, Backlash is now over and in the books. And I'd like to ask you guys for your final thoughts. Rick, I want to start with you. Final thoughts.
Well, I'm going to say very kind of a pay-per-view, nothing really special. Jinder winning the title's obvious, and the best match of the night was Styles Owens.
Lance?
I wholeheartedly agree. Best match was Styles Owens. And yeah, this is they need to kind of rework their order of the pay-per-views, because really Harper Rowan's as semi-main, that should have been curtain jerker.
Andy, final thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with everything the others have said. The AJ Styles was the best match, period. And just to answer Lance's question, the first Indian champion in the WWE was the Great Khali.
Joe, what about you?
Champion or world heavyweight?
WWE
See,
Heavyweight
you know what?
Champion.
Yeah.
All right.
Joe,
Just
final
Googled
thoughts?
it.
I gotta agree with my colleagues here. Definitely, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens stole the show. You know, seeing Jinder Mahal as a world champion is gonna be, or should I say WWE SmackDown champion, is gonna be a very short-lived.
Well, hold on, wait. I want to interject real quick. No, that's not the WWE SmackDown title. That's the WWE title. It just happens to be on
What?
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Well, come turn it off, man, because the show's over. And I'm sorry, the last guy, your name escapes me at the moment. I'm do apologize.
No problem, Johnny. No problem.
All right, your final thoughts?
Again, pay-per-view was a little bit mediocre. I did enjoy the six-man women's tag match. I thought it was pretty decent. The United States title match was, of course, the match of the night. And, you know, like we all said, it's an Indian tour, so you know Jinder was going to take it. Short-lived title run, and, you know, we're just going to see where it goes from there.
All right, guys and gals, that's going to be it for the live stream. Be sure you look for my full review of both NXT TakeOver and Backlash coming tomorrow here on the channel. So my thanks to everyone here. I got to go. I got to cut it off. So with that being said, I'm the Russell Gamer, reminding everybody out there to stay awesome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
That's
Goodbye, the show is over.